cool with. All because you talking that bullshit. Don't make me have to take 2 trips. I want my money now, no excuses. If not, then it just deuces. Don't start a war with no truce. Wow. No music?
They niggas play close, but they want to cut your throat, baby.
No music, bro. The fuck? Hold on.
I'm going all in.
Bro, I thought the music was playing the whole time. What the fuck?
I got a bottle of Patron, and yes, my money feeling long, and yes, I'm smoking on it strong. I'm going all in. Every day we make it rain, busting open that champagne. It's going all in, all in, I'm going all in. I'm going all in, drinking my wedding gin. You got a couple friends, well tell them girls they can come in. We popping rosé, looking through Cartiers. We got an ounce of Kush, so bring that OJ. Shout it, keep choosing, so just come my way. Sipping champagne and smoke this AK. A nigga up in the sky, so call me Mayday. Groupies calling my phone, but they on layaway. So let's go to the back, smoke this green, sip this jack. Got you laying on your back, beat that thing like rat-tat-tat. Ooh, we cutie, you got a big ass booty. Tell your friend fuck the club and let's go to my studio. Let go, we got the goose, we got the dro. We ain't leaving till my phone, so let's head to my hotel. The dro got me moving just like a snail. We going all in, nigga, fuck a rip the scale. I got a bottle of Patron, and yes, my money feeling long, and yes, I'm smoking on it strong. I'm going all in. Every day we make it rain, busting open that champagne. It's going all in, all in, I'm going all in. I got a bottle of Patron, and yes, my money feeling long, and yes, I'm smoking on it strong. I'm going all in. Every day we make it rain, busting open that champagne. It's going all in, all in, I'm going all in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn, we out of all these bottles, we gon' need some more. A nigga tryna score, all in, guarantee to win. Bust open them bottles of Patron and then we back again. You smoking that mid, man, we smoking that Pakistan. Higher than Peter Pan, this shit should be illegal, man. I'm whipping the Regal, man, higher than a seagull, man. Spinning like a ceiling fan, a nigga got them Benjamins. Ballin' like I'm Gucci, man, yeah, I like that Gucci, man. But I fuck with Louis, man, I even rock the Chewy, man. I'll even rock the Chewy, man. Hoes got my head so big like I'm Stewie, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls riding in my ride. Those are suicide like these bitches tryna fly. I call them kamikaze cause these niggas tryna die. I'm going all in, you can catch me in the sky. I got a bottle of Patron, and yes, my money feeling long, and yes, I'm smoking on it strong. I'm going all in. Every day we make it rain, busting open that champagne. It's going all in, all in, I'm going all in. Bottle of Patron, and yes, my money feeling long.
Hit that motherfucking like button, let's get it!
Every day we make it rain, busting open that champagne. It's going all in. I make the ladies go so crazy that they wanna have my baby. Maybe it's my Mercedes, maybe cause my gravy. Maybe because I've been going in so lately that some of them wanna date me and some just wanna rape me. Haters wanna hate me, but haters can never break me. Haters only make me, and this girl, she will take me. This ain't me, ball, homeboy, you cannot fake me. Sit your ass down, little nigga, don't mistake me. Now get down low, drop the flow and make it roll. Do it fast, do it slow, go all in and do a show. Make that ass shake as the rose pose on all foes. If you a baller, ain't got that guala, then make it snow. Whoa, the club ain't closing till about 4, so let go. Back to the room so we can smoke off some dro. The party really just fucking begin. I'm going all in, I'm going all in. I got a bottle of Patron, and yes, my money feeling long, and yes, I'm smoking on it strong. I'm going all in. Every day we make it rain, busting open that champagne. It's going all in, all in, I'm going all in.
My bad for the delays, guys. Sorry about that. And I did not know the music was not playing, man. I had another song playing. I was playing this song as well, but I ain't gonna play it. I had this playing. That's what I found out. Fuck shit, talk this, don't know shit. Fuck shit. Fuck shit, when they get they talk shit. Put the 4-5 to the head, yeah, I told this. Don't know. Alright, yeah, I ain't gonna do it though. But yes, man, salutes to everybody in the motherfucking building, man. You already know what it is. I appreciate all y'all coming through today. Hit that motherfucking like button if you're in the building. You already know what it is, man. I had went live. I had just saw that motherfucking Zaya was live. I would have waited till 6:30. I had put this out at 5. I put it up on 5:30 and had left and just came back to the computer and just fucking went straight live. Like I didn't even see he was still live. Zaya, if you're watching this, my apologies, my brother. But yeah, I was gonna wait, but he's trying to get that 6 o'clock so I can get out here by like 7:38 at the latest, because I gotta get some shit done today. Otherwise, I start late. These live be like 2 hours long, man. I be trying to make them short, but I be having fun with y'all. Y'all feel me? Salutes to everybody in the building, man. Courage Jackson, Optimistic, Unbreakable TV, and Unbreakable Skinny TV, Stinker Skinny Reviews in this motherfucker. Marvin and this bitch, Benjamin Foe in this motherfucker. Salutes to everybody in the building right now. Solix in this motherfucking building. Evil 3570. Talk to Brandon, Marvin, Michael Pena, Harlem Boy, Curtis in this building. Dre Jungles, I see you. John Armstrong, Optimistic, BTC in the motherfucking building. Leo 2 Live. Salutes to Leo. Good to see you. Hopefully your career is treating you well, man. But I wanted to go live on some topics today. So I want to say maybe over the weekend, let me see, I found out the dates right here, because hold on. Puma just hit me up. Shit. Okay, so let me see. When did I write this? February 22nd. So I guess I wrote this this was yesterday. But I was thinking about this over the weekend, and then sometimes when I be thinking about shit, I have to write it down. That way, if I forget what it was, I can go back and write it. But what I wrote apparently yesterday in my phone, just to make sure: street accountability versus internet accountability. Why are we confusing them? And you kind of see, I kind of shifted the actual topic a little bit. What we gonna go in today was more so about Tekashi, but then like last night, Bobby Shmurda was released, and I felt like this fit all perfectly with the whole topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk a little bit about it. We can open up the floor to y'all that want to hop in and chop it up. We got 152 of y'all in the motherfucking building. Hit that motherfucking like button. It's free. I need 100 likes or I'm leaving. You feel me? The King of New York. You got 6ix9ine. You got Bobby Shmurda. You got a quote unquote real street nigga. You got a pretty much quote unquote fake nigga internet dude. You know what I'm saying? Which one's gonna win here? Which one's gonna be the real king of New York? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it break down to? And I wanted to get into that topic. I feel like these are prime examples of the street credibility and the internet credibility. I wanted to break down what that means and what that is, how they play differ and how they have changed and what that means over the time. And then, like I said, open the lines up to y'all, man. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get this StreamYard out. I'm gonna put the link in the description too. I'm putting in the chat too, but I'm gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna let people, I'm not gonna like start talking to people instantly. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Let me just go ahead and get it out there though. That's the link to the StreamYards. All right, let me see. We're gonna have I know we're gonna have a good talk today, man. But I do have a lot to say about street credibility and internet credibility, because I feel like right now we are in general, bro. Like, I've been seeing like over this, bro. I had to talk with my brother, my older brother, and I talked to my other brother as well that I ain't talked to in about 5 years, and I'm thinking about bringing him on the podcast. I ain't talked to my brother for 5 years, right? We had a big fallout and I ain't talked for 5 years. I was thinking about bringing him on and us kind of like just not even like going at it, but kind of like going back and forth and shit. You feel me? And just talking about it. And I don't know if y'all be interested in something like that. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. I think it'll be pretty interesting, and we'll go from there. But okay, so growing up in the 90s, growing up in the 80s, growing up even in the 2000s, early 2010s, you know, the world itself has been kind of ran off of what's going on in the real world. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I guess, the street rules and all that, all those type of things that we learn and know about, and the street life itself being then portrayed into the rap music, into the music videos, and all the above, right? And I think now at this point though that the world itself is ran by social media. We don't go outside our days aren't dictated about what actually is going on in the world. Our days are dictated by what's being put on social media, what's being put on the news, what's being put on the Twitters and all that. Like, your day is not, some of y'all can say no, but trust me, the majority of a lot of our days, how we wake up and feel, is not about what's going on within our personal lives, not about what's going on in our day-to-day lives, but based upon what is given to us as news and as information. If you wake up and see your favorite artist got clapped or killed or going to jail, or you've learned that something happened in this war, or Biden did this or Trump did that, that affects you more than what the fuck's going on in your household. You could wake up and $100 be on your pillow, but it's some shit that's going on social media. If a motherfuckers in your comment section are tweeting at you talking shit, that's gonna affect you more than the shit going on in your personal life. I deal with it on a daily basis. You know, I have a great life. You know what I'm saying? But shit, sometimes I come on this computer, you know, I got a lot of motherfuckers in my comments talking shit. And I mean, tons of motherfuckers talking shit. And I might get into it with a motherfucker back and forth. It don't ruin my day, but I have to sometimes catch myself because I'm letting things that are not even physical affect me in my physical. This is my physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a computer drops on my foot, that's pain. But if someone says fuck me in the comment section, that could trigger me to be even more mad about the computer falling on my foot. And that is what leads to what I said, the street accountability to the internet accountability, right? Right about now, street accountability is like almost non-existent. People don't give a fuck about what the streets got to say. People care about the internet. Because I guess one thing, because the internet itself is a place where you could be anybody, be anything. You could be a superhero on the fucking internet. You could be a goddamn thug. You could be a dork. You could be a Larry Hoover. You could be anything. And people rather go to that because that's the easier way to become something than the streets. Because in the streets, you actually got to prove this shit. On the internet, you ain't got to really prove nothing. You can just talk the talk. And if you look like you match the demeanor, or you look like you fit the demeanor, you automatically gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no really accountability. You could say you did this, did that, do this, do that, and that's about it. I mean, and even if someone actually pulls your card, that might not even stick with you. You feel me? You got Bobby Shmurda, who did the street thing, man. Didn't snitch. Took the higher case, the higher charge to sit longer to free the homie earlier. Did his time coming out, and he was hot before he left. And you got 6ix9ine the Rat, the nigga that snitched, the nigga that's doing all the opposites, the nigga that got security and all that. The thing is, who's gonna really win in the end of the thing? Who's really gonna be the king of New York? People praise you to do all these things and to do the right thing, or do the real nigga thing. But when you do the real nigga thing, does it pay off at the end of the day? Is it gonna pay off at the end of the day? I don't think so. Is Bobby Shmurda gonna be bigger than 6ix9ine at the end of the day because of what he did? I don't think so. And let me put it this way: Bobby Shmurda was hot, like he was hitting, bro, before he went in. Like, Bobby was not even near potential, nothing. But is he gonna? That's one of the main topics here, is that who is gonna end up being the king of New York? I'm also curious to know: do y'all think that 6ix9ine is gonna is 6ix9ine gonna try some shit? Is 6ix9ine gonna throw some shots? I mean, they're both from New York. They both have. I don't know if Bobby's ever literally said, "I'm the king of the New York, like king of New York street title." I know 6ix9ine has. I'm just curious to know if that will even play into fruition. Because if it does, then we definitely know some bullshit about to start popping off. It's gonna definitely be some fuck shit happening. Read some of these chats. Do you care that you snaked Kais Omar? How would I snake snake Kais Omar, NBA facts? Tell me. He has 100% more respect, but in terms of net worth, 6ix9ine has him beat. 6ix9ine was never king of New York. Well, Akilla, who is the king of New York right now in the rap scene? Who's running this New York rap scene shit? Who is the king of New York right now? Who are y'all claiming king of New York? I understand that, Cody. But I would love, you can take the link too at the end of the day. Come on here. I would love to hear y'all. The link is in the description. but I would love to know who's the king of New York. Like, the one thing is, let's put it this way, bro. The reason y'all don't want to call him the king is because of the name the shit that's being attached to him. But who is then? Cardi B? No. Pop Smoke? I mean, you know, Pop was doing his thing, but Pop's not here right now, bro. Like, you can't, you know. Jay-Z? No. Come on, Barry. Jay-Z? My nigga Jay-Z goddamn doing Spotify and shit, man. Yeah, but Pop Smoke ain't here right now, man. I'm not, you know, with all due respect, you can't. Look, I'm not even claiming him as a king, but I want to know who is the king. Pop Smoke, I don't know, can you put that king title on his name and he's no longer here? Like, is he going to be this king and then what, is shit going to just roll off as to the next person comes or what? So Ryan Taylor says he doesn't have no king. Yo, NBA, you gonna respond or am I have to block you? You asked the question, you ain't responding. I don't like that troll shit. Get you the fuck up out of here. Let me bring some people in though. What's good, T-Dub? T-Dub.
What up?
What's good?
Kelly. Ain't no king in New York, bro.
Ain't no king?
Nah, that shit is over.
So what?
No king no more.
So what does that? What does that necessarily mean? Like it just?
Ain't no king. 6ix9ine cannot ever be called a king of New York for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
No,
Tony, what's poppin', bro?
What's good, bro? Dan, Dan, I remember you from NY, ain't you?
I'm from Brooklyn. I ain't from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. So I know the facts. You feel me? Down to the exact details. I'm gonna put you on though.
Okay, so what's your thoughts, man? Like what? I mean, you get the question I'm asking. Like people don't want to put that. I mean, it's like people be like, man, LeBron's not, Jordan's not the GOAT. Well, shit, they say like, bro, like, well, people don't say Jordan's the GOAT. People say LeBron ain't the GOAT, but I mean, he damn near getting close.
Jordan the GOAT, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, but like LeBron getting up there, so it's like, you know, numbers are numbers right now.
Jay-Z will always be king.
Hold on, Jay-Z will salutes to motherfucking Barry in the building with the 199. He says Jay-Z will always be king. We're gonna get to the donos, but yeah, go ahead, Dan. What you on? Oh, whoa, we got.
Basically, this the whole situation with the 6ix9ine. Bobby Shmurda whole incident. If you from Brooklyn, like if you from New York, you already knew who Daniel Hernandez was before the 6ix9ine, before the Treyway. Cause I'm really from Brooklyn, so I know you feel me. I'm affiliated with certain street organizations. You feel what I'm saying? That know the nitty gritty down to how he even got down with the Treyway niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Now. I'll tell everybody on this chat, all the YouTube, because I'm half internet, half, you feel me, street. Because I've been in the street, but I'm trying to, change your life around. You trying to elevate and all that. Bobby Shmurda and the GS9 and all of them, they really from the streets. Like, they really got a reputation in Brooklyn for putting in work way before they got famous in music. 6ix9ine, he more so like, the Tumblr kids, you remember the Ballad Like Salad, the Glenn Browns, all of them Soho niggas and all of that. He was originally a part of that crowd, but then once the internet music started popping off and niggas started seeing that you could get paid off of getting, you feel me, being affiliated with certain organizations, but if you don't got no felonies, you don't got no street record or nothing like that, it's easier for you to make business moves. Then the street niggas is going to invest in the niggas like 6ix9ine and put them on because it's easier to get money through them than it is to get money through somebody who got a real street record. Bobby Shmurda and them, they been had a street record before the internet, hot nigga, before anything. Any of y'all knew who they were. They was known around Brooklyn already. Before 6ix9ine came on the internet, niggas didn't know who he was in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was
really a staple in the hood.
He was a SoundCloud rapper, but
he wasn't even that, bro. He was like an Instagram nigga, you could say. Like he did
He was a prankster.
Instagram shit.
He's a prankster,
basically.
Well,
he was on Snapchat. You know, he doing. You remember how he caught the little case for the little 14-year-old girl thing?
yeah.
That was basically off of the video of him trying to go viral. Doing it, but the girl was underage, but they was trying to do a viral moment. You feel me? He had her kind of not really dressed up, and it turned out to be a bigger situation. But basically, everything to do with this nigga is nothing street related to him at all.
So this is where my main thing is. This is where my situation is. We all feel some type of way about everything he's doing, but he's set up in a market right now where he can't lose. The internet is the internet is his domain. And this is where motherfuckers is making money. People ain't making money like that in the fucking getting their songs played at the club on a rotation. Motherfuckers getting money off of streams in the household. Not like the club is spinning my shit, the radio playing my shit. Motherfuckers get like 6ix9ine dropping a music video that got 200 million views. That shit getting like a couple hundred, maybe a couple $100,000. Like he getting money off of that. So that's why this shit don't affect him. If back in the days in the 90s, you know, motherfuckers would get your shit blackballs. That means the DJs ain't rotating your shit in the club. They not playing your shit on the radio. That would make
he wouldn't have got away with that.
Yeah,
in the 90s.
Yeah, like that would make your ass go broke. But you don't need them. You don't need, unfortunately, not to say in a bad way. And Dels, we got you on here. You know, I know you a DJ, but like Dels, how's that feel as a DJ? You know, coming back in the 90s until now. Where do you think? How do you feel like the power has shifted for you?
I really wanted to jump in just because like I've stopped DJ for the past 4 or 5 years. Like,
yeah, I know that. But just tell me that feeling though. There was like the online switch, you know, that, and then going whatever you wanted to talk about, because I know you probably came in on another reason, but just a quick question. Does like has DJs lost that pool at all, or do you feel like no?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of opportunity that was taken away from us when the internet hit, and that's part of the reason why I lost a lot of money through that shit. So I had to concentrate on other stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DJs don't break records no more.
No, they don't. And if you even look at the mixtapes, you know, I used to get paid for hosting mixtapes.
Yeah,
they cut me $1,000, $2,000 sometimes just to host a mixtape. And then they finally realized, man, motherfuckers don't want to hear DJ Dels or DJ Clue or DJ.
Nah, we don't hear all that talking.
It ain't even that, bro. The DJ started finessing the artist, and the artist was like, bro, I could just put my shit straight out. I don't got to give you $1,000 for a placement. I don't got.
But that's what the internet did. They cut out the middleman.
I can just put my shit on.
No, you are right to a point. But the thing is that, like with that whole thing, if you hot, you're gonna be hot. You're gonna get hot. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the internet shows. If you got talent and you got a brain, you could break yourself. Especially nowadays, the game is wide open.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to mention real quick, why I wanted to hop on, the King of New York shit is dead because of the fact that it's dead because of the fact that music, when the King of New York talk was going on, even from back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And New York was monopolizing hip hop, but it's not like that no more. I mean, you got rappers from all over the United States that are
all over the world.
Yeah, all over the world that are the fucking man now. So no one is looking at New York like they used to look at New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in all honesty, we still talk about it. You know, I've only been out of New York for 4 years, so like I still talk to a lot of New Yorkers. Who's the nicest in New York? Who's the king of New York? Like small talk New York shit. And but as far as a whole, man, there hasn't been like someone that really was like had that wow factor in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
And you
not
know
lyrically,
what that is, Tony?
Yeah, no, not lyrically. I mean,
not lyrically.
Benny the Butcher's incredible. You know what
I mean?
Upstate.
That Griselda way, the new way.
Nah, but he's still in New York, and honestly, Buffalo is no fucking joke, bro. I'm telling you now.
Buffalo get it done.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So that upstate shit is bullshit because they have the craziest shit going on. Just like any other borough, just like Yonkers, like you know what I'm saying. It is crazy out there.
It's like, just New York politics at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that whole King of New York shit, King of New York shit is kind of like an energy you bring. Like when niggas was saying they was the King of New York, it's because they had a whole movement behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe had the Bronx, Jay-Z had Brooklyn. You had niggas like Stack Bundles had Far Rockaway, Jim Jones
Cam.
said they had Harlem. You had niggas that had whole boroughs, whole communities that was pushing them as artists onto the rest of the city. It wasn't even about the rest of the world. It's
Nas
just
and
the rest of
Queen?
the city.
No, but yo, the world was watching New York back then. The
Yeah,
world
like
ain't
when 50
watching New
Cent
York
and all
like
them.
that no more.
Yeah, when 50 Cent and all them was doing their thing, of course, the whole hip-hop industry, ours was on New York. But today, me being somebody that really be in Brooklyn still and being the young nigga that's in the streets around all these Bobby Shmurders and 6ix9ines and all that, as far as that King of New York shit, bro, that shit, like they said, is dead because, one, New York not it's nobody in New York that got a big enough movement that they gonna override everybody else in New York. It just ain't happening.
So Damn D asked who y'all think was the last king.
Who?
Damn D asked who y'all think was the last king of New York.
The last king of New York, you would have to say Hov. Because Jay-Z the only nigga that got the title and never lost it.
50 wasn't
I
ever
don't know.
there?
50 was running shit for a long time too, man.
About 50.
I would put 50
50
up
making
there.
his run. Hov was
I don't
still
give
Hov.
50 that.
Nobody
I'll
ever
give
took-
50 it.
Yeah.
Because he really did a lot of big shit, and Jay-Z got a little quiet, man, around them times.
When the whole
50 helped shift it. 50 helped shift the
Music wise.
Can I say something? Can I say something as a young person that I could be wrong here? I just feel like
no, please. Your opinion means
but
something.
you tell me, Dels, if I'm wrong though, because you from that time. When I listened to Jay-Z growing up, Jay-Z was talking about the drug deal inside. And what I feel like with 50, he took it like an extra step more grittier with it. Like it was like a little bit more grittier, a little bit more like Jay-Z got like a humble type of talk with him. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z was like some gangsta Don shit.
Yeah, but 50
Jay-Z was a bigger boss.
I feel like Jay-Z would sick somebody on you, but 50 would do it himself. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's the difference.
That's what I'm saying.
Was
Yeah.
a soldier and Jay-Z was a boss. You feel what I'm saying? That's the difference. And you can hear it in the music because when 50 came out, like you said, with that gritty shit, it was more shoot 'em up, bang bang. I'm running up on you. I'll rob you. I'll beat you up.
Yeah.
Jay-Z more so we getting this money, and like I said, if I got a problem with you, I could just pay to get it handled. That's the difference.
But 50 took the world by storm. He took the world by storm for many, many years.
But he had great timing and he got the great cosign.
Yeah, but the music was incredible. The first two albums were
and then you
flawless.
gotta think about who was backing 50. That kind
That's what I'm saying. He had the great cosign. He had Eminem back in
the music was incredible.
Hey, I would say
so
that
you're
50,
saying the music wasn't incredible?
I would say 50.
Nah, the music was good. I'm just saying he was affiliated with Dre and Eminem.
I would say, hey, I'm gonna say that about 50. I'll say about 50, bro. 50 because I was a kid at that time, and Daniel, you was young too. I think that 50 had like one of the best introductions to the mainstream. How Eminem put him out with Dre, and he in the lab and shit, and bodybuilding and headband and shit. Like,
bro, 50 got shot. That was his.
That was his like all that. Thing. Like that shit was his introduction, because I know 50 was out. I remember hearing like an old ass mixtape way before all that. So, like I know 50 was doing shit before.
The How to Rob mixtape.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the introduction to the mainstream, that motherfucker was.
And that came with basically Dre, how he did it with Eminem, how he dropped Eminem to the other crowd. He just did that with 50 to the black crowd, and 50 had the reputation to back it up. So it was like, all right, he talking all this gangster shit. Then when you look at his track record, it really add up. Like everything he got.
Hit that like button. We got 316 in the motherfucking building. Salutes to Barry the Turtle with the 199. Let me just gonna play this real quick because I want to make sure my shit working. This bitch working. Make sure she work. Come on, work. Work. She don't like to work from me. She don't like to. Oh, here you go. That's why.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Jay-Z will always be king.
Just gotta make sure that bitch working, man, because that motherfucker sometimes don't be liking to fucking work. All right, cool. We got it.
So good.
All right, so yeah. So hey, so back. I mean, not to go. I like this. Oh shit. I like this. This talk. I don't want to go too off topic with it, but I mean, we did talk about a lot of people, I guess, that had that street credibility and all that. But my question next is, what do y'all think about like this? Like, what is does the internet accountability does your internet persona override now what's happening in the streets? Like, do y'all feel like that in the rap game, in the rap industry?
Who gonna go first?
Nah.
You still think you gotta be a real? You still think you gotta? Do you still think you gotta be a real motherfucker to really even like? Is that totally out the window at this point? Like you could just be. It don't matter like that. Yeah, you
The
know.
lies.
You can put up whatever. You can put up whatever facade you
See, and
want.
that's the thing. That's the thing with
Trying to fucking fun. Go ahead, Dre.
facts, and that's the reason why Takashi gets. That's the reason why Takashi gets the following that he do. Like a lot of people be miscuing like who actually supports him to the fullest. It be the people that don't be in the streets that can't live that life, so they can live that life on the internet and through him as well. Like those are the people that wish they could say certain shit to certain people because they know they can't do it in the street. So that's why his following is bigger. So he got the following of niggas that's hating him, and then he got the following of the people that liking it because they get to live that shit through him. So when people's like, oh, he's getting bigger, it's just that some of the niggas on the rap side of it, the real gangsters and the shit that's doing it, they not gonna get those other people because basically they talking shit about those people that can't live that life. Fuck you this, fuck you that. I'm pop my shit, you know what I mean? I bust my gun. Like they saying that to motherfuckers who can't. They letting them know what really goes down when they doing this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Those motherfuckers, they get a little scared, but they like, I could do that shit over the internet. So
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I could talk shit. I could say whatever I want. What you gonna do? Shoot your phone? Like what are you gonna do?
Keep it
You gonna shoot your
being.
computer screen?
I
Like
just
there's
feel
nothing you
like
can do when you
I
hide
just feel
behind
like
the keyboard.
I just feel like the
At
internet
all.
is the internet's a nonstop like warfare, nonstop everything. In the real world, that shit's not that shit's like the shit is going on the internet is fairy tale based upon what's going on in the real world. Like motherfuckers ain't doing all the shit they be saying they doing on the internet in the real world. So if you're going in the real world trying to do that, you're not even gonna see what you think you're gonna see. But on the internet, it can be portrayed that way. You can talk about it there because it's almost all make believe. So for instance, like, are you going to, for instance, let's put it this way, a simple analogy. Are you going to go play Call of Duty in real life in the army and want to go shoot motherfuckers and kill motherfuckers and throw grenades? Or would you rather just sit in your home, play a war game, Call of Duty on your controller, where you just shooting, there's no threat there. There's no threat. I'm gonna want to play the video game. I don't want to go no fucking war and shooting people in real life. So I feel like that's why the internet is like slowly, bro. It's like it's more almost. I hate to say it, it's almost more important than the real world itself, man. Especially like during COVID, like it's all we got. You take this shit away, motherfuckers go crazy, bro.
It's just easier for you to.
Hey, hold on 1 second, Dano. Yo, Dels, I'm gonna mute you real quick. I think it's like popping. That's it. If you gotta talk, just unmute yourself. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Go ahead, talk, Dano. I think it's you too. I think it might be you too, T-Dub. I'm gonna mute you real quick, T-Dub. I don't know. Somebody's popping. I don't know who it is, but it might be you, Dan. I don't know. Go ahead, though.
Me?
Go ahead.
All right, now I was just saying, basically, the internet, it just gives you access to the whole world at one time.
Yeah.
So basically, you see how in your hood, in your community, or whatever it is, if you say you something, if you portraying some kind of image, even if you doing it on the internet, see, a lot of people, they don't see what these niggas got to deal with at home or when they put their phones down.
Exactly.
They got to really live up to these images, you feel what I'm saying? So in your hood, if I say I'm a gangster, if I say, you feel me, can't nobody run up on me, can't nobody do this, that, and the third, I'm talking crazy to niggas, somebody going to approach me and see if that's what I'm really about, you feel what I'm saying? But if I'm in ATL, me and Tony in ATL, and I'm talking crazy to somebody that live in the middle of Nebraska, the chances of him ever having to press the line to see if I'm really about what I'm talking about on the internet is slim to none. Now, because a lot of these dudes is trying to move around and be celebrities and go all of these different places, you starting to see it mesh now because the streets and the music industry has always been connected. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's never been no disconnect because a lot of the music industry is funded by street niggas. Like a lot of the artists that you like, their initial way into the game is through niggas in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? They don't make it to where y'all even see them unless the street niggas stamp it. You feel
Yo, we need it. Hey, we got 305 in the chat, man. Hit that motherfucking like button, man. Let's get that bitch up to over 150 real quick, man. Just half of y'all hit that like, man. So I feel you on that. Let's get something out the way real quick too, because I see this a lot, and I kind of think it, I kind of believe it. But I'm gonna say one thing. Cypress says you got to think about it. He got to hide for the rest of his life. Basically, he cannot be out without feeling scared. He's got to hire secret assassins as bodyguards. I get what you're saying, but it's Cypress. Peep this, right? Sammy the Bull is still alive.
That's a fact. And he a real gangster.
Yeah, like That nigga snitched on who he fucking snitched on? Is it Al Capone? Who the fuck he snitched on? Who did Sammy?
Baby,
He
Not bad.
snitched on Gotti,
Not
bro.
Gotti. My bad. Gotti. Yeah. I said.
Yeah.
Al
Yo,
yeah.
you know what
Frank-
Sammy the Bull did before he got locked up? He was
killing niggas.
He was the guy that made things happen.
Yeah, he was
you know
killing
what I'm
everybody.
saying.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was no effing
I said,
joke.
my bad. Y'all want to slap me for saying for Al Capone. My bad. It was New York. I know.
I'm not saying it's right to snitch. Like, I don't care what you do. You know what I'm saying? If you playing that game, you gotta play by the rules. I'm not with that snitching shit. You don't want to be burnt. Get the hell out the kitchen. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Bro, 6ix9ine is enabled because, like I said, 6ix9ine is backed by, and they, you feel me? I gotta be careful with what I say.
Yo, Mike, hold on, Dano, Mike, we about to clap you. You got the New York thing in the back. You there, Mike? All right, cool. Keep going, Dano. My bad. Someone check. Trying to get some.
I was just saying, basically, 6ix9ine. You feel me? The money that's behind him, bro. Like, cause the money that the music industry invested in him is why he able to move around how he move around. That's what it is. Vested interest in him doing what he doing. Him having odds on him and him enabling different behavior out of different artists and keeping odds and engagement on him and all that. That's all money. You know how those numbers work. The more views it get, the more money he make. The more engagements it get, the better advertisements it's going to be down the line. And like you said,
your mic is dying on us too, Dano.
You said what?
Your mic is like dying. But keep going. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I was just basically saying, you can hear me?
Yeah, it's just your shit breaking up bad.
Hold on.
You might have to get some headsets in there. Oh shit. Dre, you got anything to say while Dano's waiting?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, at the end of the day, man, like you said, it's like playing 2K. It's to the point where they got you waiting in the lobby. You can go get a drink of water. You can get some Gatorade. You can walk around in the streets. You can live whatever you want to live through trolling, through everything. Like, to be honest with you, like my man said, people knew who 6ix9ine was, and he had some music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had some good shit that was coming out, and he was coming up or whatever like that. But he got hot when he started fucking trolling, bro.
Yeah.
When he started trolling, that's when everything just changed. Because he already had people attention with the motherfucking rainbow hair. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, and they'll listen to me like, all right, this is what everybody listening to. All right, this is all right. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it a little bit. And then, you know what I'm saying? He started trolling. He started talking shit. He thought at that time that he had a whole gang backing him. You know what I'm saying? So he was able just to do what the fuck he wanted to. And he's still keeping that energy. I ain't gonna say he's not.
He had the street and the internet credibility right there.
Facts.
Like he had both. Not you might say he was a rat the whole time, which I'm not disregarding that, but I'm saying to our eyes, like, he had the people that was in the streets backing him. So you couldn't really go against that. You know what I'm saying? You could feel like, oh, he was on some.
Those is real niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Sushi Fresh.
6ix9ine is an actor.
Sushi, what's good? Sushi Fresh. Is that the real
I'll
Sushi
put
Fresh?
money on it. He will eventually be in Hollywood doing movies if he don't get knocked into the ground first. You know what I'm saying?
So look,
it's gonna happen.
Peep this though, right? Like,
ain't nobody gonna touch that, man.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna say this, man. Like, I hate like keep pushing this, but I really think like we're in a time now, like, real life shit, like real life stuff don't matter, bro. The internet is allowing you to be anything, right? And I'm not knocking people, but when I say this is true in a way, bro, there's 7 billion people in the world. You telling me that all 7 billion of people are happy with their real lives? No, they're not. No. So where can they recreate that at?
Internet is a place,
yes.
The internet is a place for people to live an imaginary life.
Exactly. Bro. So that's why you're going to put, if you're getting good feelings off the internet, then your real life, you're going to put your energy into that virtual life. So it don't matter that you fucking are this and that in the real world. It all matters about the online world. And that's why you got motherfuckers doing crazy shit for clout, bro.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta be you definitely gotta be careful, but people don't give a fuck, bro.
Cause look, if you see with the rappers right now, I want to say with the rapping and when you try to mix that internet shit with the street shit with rapping specifically, see now your everyday civilian, it ain't gonna be too many repercussions. But you seeing every day that it's a lot of rappers that's really from the street that try to transition into the internet, but the street should always
We
catch
live
up.
in a
And the
different world now.
internet just put flames on whatever they got going on. Because if you see a real street nigga got beef, now we make it to the internet.
Yeah.
Something that would really just be resolved in the street might not even be that serious, might could have been talked about. But once you get to the internet and you get civilians that's not really in the streets commenting on it, saying what perspective they would give on it, that put flame on the fire, and now you end up with niggas getting killed. You feel me? Because people really are dying behind the internet.
Oh, I already know, and I'm
Don't get it twisted.
gonna talk. Hold on, hey T-Dub, I'm gonna back you out real quick. We got a special guest in the building. T-Dub, we'll back you out for a minute. Let me see. Bring in Mr. Skinny in the building. Hey, Daniel, you right, because I talked about this earlier, right? I don't even know if I ever brought this up to y'all, but let me go ahead and say it now. I like listening to some of this Chirac music. I like the song "Exposing Me" by FBG Doug, the remix that King Von. Yeah, well, no, I like the King Von one, but I like well, they both was diss songs technically. But the remix,
that pussy popping.
But the remix was a response to the original one because they did some dead homies in there. I like those songs. I would never sing them.
Yeah.
I would never sing them. I'll never play them in public.
Okay.
I would never like to. I like it, but I don't play it.
Why?
Because you gotta think about that. Because why I don't play is because I can't be rapping the song and they say got little Steve coming through the flow. Because if I'm singing that shit out loud. Look, you know, if you don't know who the fuck feels some type of way, or like they making music that you can't even really enjoy because there's so many dead people in the song that they talking about. Like that's the type of shit like
and
that's
it's real life out
yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying, and that's what you were talking about. Like the internet people sometimes don't get that. Like that's why they be doing that clout shit where they do stuff, but they not knowing like people die behind it.
For the number one example,
huh?
The number one example, I want to say, I'm glad that we on here talking about this right now. When all the internet niggas come on the internet with that fuck 63rd shit,
yeah,
I want to let y'all know that if y'all all doing that, don't let nobody don't go to Chicago, don't be around certain people from Chicago, because that's a very serious thing.
Yeah, I know.
And
that's
a
what
lot
I'm saying.
of
I'm
people
from
play
Jersey,
around
and I
with it
wouldn't even
'cause
play
they
with
think
no
a
shit like
certain
that.
group of
And that's
people
what I was
say
gonna
it.
say. A lot of niggas do die from trolling, bro. Like
Yeah.
a lot of niggas go try to test that shit out. They try to step their foot in the water and they get their ass bit, bro.
But that's the world we live in.
So
Yeah,
that's the world we live in now. Like that's how
And I'm
music
letting y'all know,
gets
you
where
feel
it
me?
get, and
It's
that's
not
how.
worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not worth it. Like leave that shit for the street niggas. Like if you a civilian, be a civilian.
yeah,
And live your life. Like trying to be cool and
There's
you
nothing
gangster
wrong
for
with
the
being a
internet.
civilian, bro.
Exactly. Like niggas live. You live by being a civilian. Like don't.
And I'm trying to
hood
tell
shit
y'all,
is, yeah, man.
gangsters have RG. You feel me? Gangsters be on the gram. Gangsters be on Twitter. Like
Hey,
niggas that kill people. They
I don't
feel
know if, okay, they're
all
cool.
this
Yeah,
shit
cool.
too, just like
Now,
everybody
I was
else.
making sure, Dales, that you was
Yeah, but
talking.
shit is
Go, Dales. I saw
shit
you
is
muted.
getting out of hand now, man. People showing burners and shit on the Instagram. Like they don't realize, they gotta realize that the police is watching. I think people, since they're not going out as much as they used to, a lot of heads aren't thinking straight. Like I'm seeing heads pulling out guns with extended clips and all types of shit. Like the hip hop police are watching this shit. Like,
Yo, I got a question for y'all.
I'm guilty.
What's up, Soja?
I'm guilty.
I seen a post where
people got show.
This dude was talking about Meek Mill, and he was like, how can somebody like Meek Mill run after somebody lame like
6ix9ine?
what's his name? No, Safari.
Oh, Safari.
But when it comes to 6ix9ine, like he don't do shit about it. He just let it rock. He let him talk his shit and go on by his day.
that's two different times. So yo, like
but you the same nigga.
The fads, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
6ix9ine is the fads.
Yeah.
Like,
Safari is a regular nigga from Brooklyn. He move around with a bunch of niggas from Brooklyn. 6ix9ine move around. Even if he don't have hired police with him, he just got out of federal custody. Y'all don't think the feds are still watching his every move?
Yeah.
You feel me?
You can't do shit.
This rap shit is
Hey,
WWE,
hold on. Let me make a
bro.
statement. Hey, by the way, salute to...
If I'm a millionaire, why would I run up on...
Let me say something real quick. Salutes to everybody coming through from Section 8 from Zaya's stream. I had put that was going live at 5:30. Well, at 5:30 I put that was going live at 6, and I had left and I came back and just went live and saw Zaya was still live. So my apologies, Zaya. I would have waited till 6:30, but I had to get out here by like around 7:30, 8 at the most. So I didn't want to like start too late. But my apologies.
I'm just glad Bobby Shmurda home.
Facts.
So yeah, what's up with you, Skinny man? I like those diamonds on your neck.
Man, I'm waiting to get signed any day.
Yeah, you're looking like you hit that lotto, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Dales, man. Hey, I got your message late, man. I wanted to come on there and talk about Miz, but that's another topic.
What's going on, Big Perm? What's good, Retro?
But yeah, man, I'm just glad, man, Shmurda home, man. I'm gonna see how this here play out, man. You know,
So Skinny, let me tell you something. You're a good person to ask this, Skinny. Before you went to jail, it was all about the street life. There was no internet to you, right? You come back, and now this internet shit is like the new thing. And I feel like you know how to play around. You know how to troll and shit. What's your thoughts on like street credibility versus internet credibility? They don't mix. Do you feel like they mix, or you just treat one?
I feel like it's two different worlds.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear people get on the internet and be like, "Oh, it ain't no internet and it ain't no real life." It is. You know what I'm saying?
It's all the same shit.
In real life, I mean, like on the internet, it's things that you would say on the internet that you wouldn't say in real life. Now, I ain't talking about like if I say that I'm gonna fuck somebody up on the internet, then I'll tell them that in real life. But I'm talking about like just little crazy shit like in trolling, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to the police, I'm doing this and that. When you know in real life, you know what I'm saying, you can't stand on that or you're gonna be ostracized. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot of people on the street who don't even indulge in the internet. There's a lot of people on the internet who don't even indulge.
A lot of street niggas that ain't even on social
media. Right,
Yeah.
not even Facebook or nothing.
When they come here, they think that it's still street over here. It's not.
Nah.
The only reason they use it is for business.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like it's some street niggas on the internet, and it's only because of their job. Like they might be like rappers or some shit like that who got to get it. But I feel like as far as the internet, like when niggas be trolling and then niggas be like on the internet, to like the niggas who I came up with, if they gonna do something to you, they not getting on the internet talking about, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up and implement themselves and shit like that.
Yeah, they ain't gonna incriminate themselves.
That's why, you know what I'm saying, I cuss these fuck niggas out. Because I'm like, bro, listen, I dropped my address. You know what I'm saying?
Going handle business.
Like, my nigga, I'm not going back.
Nah, because I do be seeing, I've seen a couple times where they'll, like people that do podcasts will get someone that's in the streets that don't be on this YouTube shit. They'll get them on their stream and they be going at with motherfuckers in the comment section because they don't know that they just trolling. They don't know that everything they saying is a fucking just to get a reaction.
I had to learn that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but once I learned that, I'm like, shit, well, if y'all gonna come at me like that, shit, I can be the best of that too, shit.
Yeah.
And then if I see you in person, we'll handle it then. You know what I mean?
You feel me?
Do y'all think it's harder to respect like
and 10 times out of 10, Skinny, when you see the trolls, they not going to do nothing.
They gonna want a picture. It always happen like that, bro.
What you saying, Sushi?
What I was asking was, do you think it'll still the street life will still hold the same weight, given that, you know, everybody in the house now and everybody living on internet and everybody know that the way to get on in this world, in this social media world, is the trolling, is the pranking and all of that goofy shit. Like,
so let's put it this way.
How can you respect that street life when you know that that's not the life niggas is really living anymore?
First of all, salutes to my man Chilltown in the motherfucking building. Yeah. Hey, great question, Sushi. Great question, Sushi, because you know what? Growing up in 2000s and whatever, and even like I said, even when I graduated high school in 2009, social media was popping. I'll say this. I'll stand on this, and I love what Soulja Boy said. Soulja Boy kind of popped off the internet rap shit, the internet rapper. He popped that off to me, in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
So in 2009, and even like I said, Soulja Boy already started blowing up. But what we know growing up is to be a rapper, you got to go and be in the streets. You got to go sell drugs. You have to fit a certain type of preset to become a real rapper. You have to be a street nigga. You have to be a real nigga, and to do that is to sell drugs, to be shot at, be a gang member, and all that. But now in 2021, you don't have to do none of that. You could be an internet motherfucker and blow up. So, and
I rap, and I there's certain things that I just won't touch because I know I don't live that lifestyle. Yeah. So it'd be silly for me to portray it. You feel me?
So I think 2015. I think 2015.
Real quick.
Well, let me finish all what I'm saying. Let me just finish all what I'm saying. So You see the difference in the early 2000 and you see the difference now. If your name is Carlos and you ain't been in the streets at all, which route are you gonna go? You gonna try to go the Gucci Man route, or are you gonna go the fucking Tekashi route? Which one's easier? Which one fits you better? The Tekashi route. I go troll a couple motherfuckers.
2015, it's like the streets, like it's messed up now. Like the streets will never go back to the streets because people have accepted snitching. You know what I'm saying? And then with the internet, it's kind of crazy because like you got bloggers, they doing their job reporting, but it's like I really understand some of these rappers when they say the internet is snitching for the police, because if you got a blogger and he got footage of a rap dude shooting and he put it up, like that stuff didn't exist back in the day. Like the police had to go out and find
work for it.
Yeah, now they got
now
police internet division.
Yo, the whole internet is based on snitching too. If you notice, yo, like if you, what about all these motherfuckers that pulling out cameras all the time and filming shit all the time being done? That's the worst.
Hey, I'm not trying to be funny when I'm doing it, but like internet snitching, internet is a snitch itself. Boy, we got them Glocks on deck.
Right.
If you in New York and you doing this, we got them clips for your ass, boy. You basically saying I'm in New York, I have a gun, which is a felony charge, right?
The
I'm
internet not a snitch. Look, let me tell you.
The internet's but you telling the cops.
Nah, the internet is a snitch.
It's a snitch. We got clips on deck, boy.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Look how long Jay-Z. Look how long Jay-Z was fucking with Desiree Perez with no internet. Now it's shit. Desiree Perez a snitch. You know what I'm saying? We get all of. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, niggas could move different ways back in the day.
Not a snitch, bro. Civilians.
You can get information out there fast.
Yeah, but now everybody is gangster. Everybody, there is no more civilians.
Well, Dano, the chat is saying self-snitching. We've seen a lot. Dano,
it ain't no more fans. Everybody rappers now.
Dano, they're saying in the
everybody
chat.
Got something to sell.
They saying in the chat self-snitching. There's a lot of self-snitching, and there's a lot of quote-unquote street dudes that be self-snitching.
So basically,
because they can't control their emotions, man.
Everybody wants the likes. That's what's more important right now.
It ain't even controlling their emotions, bro. You gotta think about it like this.
I don't think we'll see another Tekashi though, who openly just come out and embrace being a rat.
The internet, right? So when you on the internet, see now that the street, and that's what I meant to go back. I want to go back. So basically, what you were saying was to be a rapper, you had to be a street nigga. That's not really a fact, because most rappers, I want to say a good 90% of rappers that we know and love, they wasn't really dedicated, devoted street niggas. They was just from that environment. They might not have been a kingpin selling drugs. They might not have been bang, shoot them up, but they was definitely ingratiated in that environment.
Nobody's in there right now if you want to chill, but but Dano, I get what you're saying. Like some of them were like that, but Dano, behind every single one of them was a street nigga somewhere. Somebody had the motherfucking bag somewhere paying their ass. They might not have been it, but they was a nigga behind it.
So, hey, salute to all of y'all.
And basically, in 2021, you don't have to have the streets behind you to make it no more. So that basically opened the doors up. When the internet dropped, Soulja Boy and all them came out and all that shit dropped, that basically opened the door for your everyday nigga to be a rapper. Your everyday person can get on.
Hey, Nito, is that you, bro?
You don't have
Nito,
to be associated with the streets.
All right, bad.
By the time that
you good, go ahead. I was just making sure that's Nito. Go ahead.
Yeah, by the time that the internet dudes, like people that was raised on the internet, we kind of that last generation that was really outside. Like you had to really go outside in order to get on. Like you couldn't get on from the internet growing up, you feel me, in that last
hit them shows.
2012, 2016 and all that, around that time, you had to really meet people and they had to really know who you was before you even got the connection on the internet. Now,
hey, Dano, your shit is clipping. Dan, your shit is clipping. Dan, your shit is clipping so bad right now, bro. Your mic, bro.
It might be the service.
Yeah, you might have to. Hey, Dan, let me get somebody in real quick. I'm gonna back up for a second. I'm gonna get somebody in real quick. Let me see who this guy right now. Yeah, let me see who the fuck this dude is real quick.
Do you think?
All right, I'm gonna bring you back in though. Oh, Dale's dipped out. Hold on. Yo, LB, what's
Oh,
good?
what's up? What's good? What's good, though?
All right, good. Just chilling. You good? What's your
Yeah, I'm
thoughts,
straight.
man? What's your
You can
thoughts,
hear
man?
me?
Yeah, I hear you good. What's good, man?
Yeah, what's up? Nah, all I was just saying is like how, like, Takashi, like, notice like all the places that he's going to, but he's not really doing that in his backyard like that. It's like when you see the videos, like, I understand like everybody's not from out here, like in NY and stuff, so they don't know like where he be at. Like when he be like running his mouth about like other people, like when he was talking about Nipsey and Pop Smoke like that in that one video, like when he first got
Right.
out, he's over there down there by the Brooklyn Bridge, over there way down there by Coney Island. Like come all the way up to like Bed-Stuy in East New York and all those places and talk that.
Yeah.
He know
Facts.
better than that. Like when he go to the club, he don't go to Starlets like with his girl, like you know that girl that he be running around with now. Like she used to work at Starlets and all that.
Mm.
Like they don't be all of it because they know like, and that's over there by Queensbridge.
But that's once again though, LB. That's once again when the internet allows it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The internet, like, look. Let me put it this way: in the '90s, if he in the '90s, 6ix9ine would have to go to that area and talk that shit, because motherfuckers in the street would be like, "Yo, that motherfucker 6ix9ine pulled up and was talking shit, screaming out in the hood, like just talking hella shit." But the internet now allows you to do it from your own security, from your own little comfort, comfort zone, where you have no risk of running into a motherfucker, running into an ops. Like I said, back in the days, motherfuckers had to be in the hood doing that shit to actually get that shit to move around in the city. Otherwise, motherfuckers wouldn't even be listening to that.
Right, because his problem was when he like snitched like on the 9 Trey Bloods and all that, like those people got families, baby mamas, female cousins, like so you're gonna have all them after you and the girl and your girl or girlfriend, whatever, and like whatever she is. So it's like you just gonna cause more problems to yourself doing all of that. And in New York, they do not care. They will kill cops at like especially during the pandemic. They've been killing cops like for like the whole pandemic.
One thing I'll say this, man. One thing I'll say is like I'm not holding 6ix9ine to any standards as far as like, well, 6ix9ine, you need to go over here and do that, do this and that. Like 6ix9ine ain't stupid. Like he finna do what he can do to get where he need to go. Like he's not finna risk. It's just like all right. What telling 6ix9ine to go to the hood and film and do this and that is equivalent to telling Dirt to go kill somebody right now live for killing King Von. Go kill Quando. Like they not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like Dirk is not about to do that shit.
Like,
so he
it's like, he the one who told Dirk to do that.
Yeah,
you
so
going to let your man and then go pick up whatever you said to him on Instagram.
Yeah, so it's all like it's all strategics and shit at the end of the day. It's all
But Tone, think about it. Have you ever seen a celebrity rapper that had beef with another celebrity rapper kill him? Like, and when I mean celebrity rapper, I mean like a mainstream rapper or somebody that has some type of like hit and album and stuff like that. Have you ever seen them kill one another? So every time we see a rapper die or something like that, it's always a street nigga behind the scenes that nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? So
and even
I don't think we will ever see no type of
East Coast versus West Coast.
I was about to say the biggest real like killing was like Pac and Biggie, and that wasn't even direct. Pac got killed by.
I'm not saying
Pac got killed by. I'm just saying.
Well,
yeah, the biggest type of like war in my opinion to motherfuckers like getting killed and shit. I read a thread on Twitter of the amount of people that died between Suge and Diddy, pretty much. Bodyguards, security guards, homies.
Yeah,
a lot of people died behind.
The Crips.
Yeah.
Oh, and 50 and Ja. I forgot about that one too.
Yeah. Well, people, but a lot of people.
And I'm from Queens, so I knew about like all the stuff that they don't talk about the internet. I knew what was going on. Like,
I remember seeing the Smack
we all know
DVD
about
with that
Supreme and all that. Yeah.
What was Buddy named? The dark skinned dude that's like he's like they turned the lights out and I was just shanking somebody or some shit like that.
Black Child.
Yeah. He was crazy as fuck too. But I read a thread, like I said on Twitter. It's a lot of people that died between Suge and Diddy, pretty much. But like I said, like I don't.
Bloods versus the Crips.
Yeah, yeah.
But basically, what we circling back to was do the streets and the internet.
Hey, it sound good now, Dano. You sound good too. Go ahead, Dano. You good now?
The streets is the internet.
Whoa,
like, let me explain like how it is, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Like it's not like how the old school. It's like okay, the old school they didn't know like the old school street dudes. They didn't know nothing about the internet like that. They know how to use it. They just figuring out how to use the internet now.
Yeah.
But the ones that was in the streets, that's like in their 20s and like early 30s that grew up on the internet, like during the MySpace era and all that stuff, like they know how to use the internet.
Word.
So yeah, I'm gonna
So
throw
that's
this.
why I be like, that's why I be like when people say like there's no such thing as street dudes like on the internet. I was like, dog, like
So
like
I'm
there's
about
plenty of
to,
people that I know that's from the streets
I'm
that
about to throw
do YouTube.
I'm about to throw a curveball out. Y'all not gonna like this one, but think about it, okay? I feel emotional wise, feelings wise, feels like anger and everything. Because you really, well, I mean, in some sort you can do physical. But I feel like the internet is almost more ruthless than the streets. And what I mean by that is in the streets, you can get your ass killed straight up. So that's out the way. Like I said, that's why I said the physical side, no. But on the internet, people are saying way far beyond the amount of shit. So, bruh.
And it don't let shit go.
It don't let it go. And the second reason why I add on to that, think about how much shit has happened because of the internet. Chirac, all that shit that's go down in Chirac, motherfuckers be, because there be fans in it, motherfuckers be amping shit, and that be leading to that shit.
Because before the internet, you just, like, it was the street
Yeah,
stuff.
like it had to happen between you and him. Nowadays, like I watched Billy Black Billionaire he did an interview with No Jumper, and how I think he ran into like 600 Breezy in Vegas or some shit like that. And that was because motherfuckers, the fans was the DMs telling them like, yo, he's over here. He's over there right now. You can go catch, you can slide on him. Like the internet is involved in this type of shit. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like at the end of the day, like the streets will get you killed. The streets is real slimy, but on the internet, there's no morals. There's nothing, bro. There's no limits. There's no rules. There's no G code. It's none of that. And the internet can get your ass to. It can get you to almost kill somebody. It can get you to feel some type of way. It can get you to do a lot of shit. And that's why I'm like that's shit, because it's sneaky, bro.
I was about to say that's because the information travel faster on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had beef with somebody and you was from the streets before the internet, like it had to be a he say she say type of thing in order for y'all to really start beefing. But on the internet, you can actually click and see a nigga running his mouth or saying some shit. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Now you can make your own judgment without having to go through the he say she say shit. It's like, my nigga, the facts is right there. It's there. And like I could replay it for you. I could, you know what I mean? And Dre, pull it up, whatever.
And Dre, like you said, like leading into that leads into the fucking pride that all men have in general, right? Dre, if I had if me and you ops and I had your number and I call you, I'm talking shit to you. Me and you behind the scenes, we talking shit like, man, fuck you, boy. I'm gonna catch your ass slipping, right? You laughing, I'm laughing, we getting a little mad, right? How do you think you feel though if I'm going live on IG with 1,000 people talking shit about you? Now you feeling like I gotta do something. He disrespected me in front of you. That's what I'm saying. That's the levels. That's what the internet do. You feel, bro, if I'm talking shit to you on FaceTime one-on-one, you're gonna be heated. But if I'm talking shit about you on IG and say you jump in my IG live and it's 1,000 people, that anger's multiplying with the numbers, bro. Because they're gonna be so many niggas like, oh, he's sunning your ass, and then after you get off the live, motherfuckers in your comments talking shit, like it's so much more deeper, bro. Like it's so much more multipliers going on.
That brings me back to saying, like, that's because niggas can't control their emotions. Like, if you're in your early 20s and stuff like that, you still figuring out how to be a man. So, like, if somebody comes at you on some crazy shit, you're going to feel like you're going to have to prove something. But, like, as you get into, like, your 30s and a little bit older or whatever like that, a respectable thing to do is just, like, turn your back and don't even pay that attention. That's why a lot of people don't respect Meek, because that's what he should have done with when Tekashi approached him. He should have just, like, laughed, turned his head, laughed. You know what I'm saying? You know, let Tekashi catch him on camera, laughing, turning his head, get in his car, and get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he didn't. He pulled out his phone. He started talking shit, saying that he spit on. There's no evidence that he even did that. So it just made him look bad. Like, but far as people saying, like, oh, why he ain't doing nothing and stuff like that, bro, like I said, he just got out of jail for doing, like 2 years for riding dirt bikes down a New York street. Like, that man ain't trying to go back to jail, bro. Like, no, if you ain't past your 30s, you ain't trying to go back to jail.
Hold on one second. Yo, Dano, I muted your mic real quick. When you gotta talk, just unmute. All right, I gotta go piss real quick. But Mike, Dano, you good? But when you're listening, I can hear it through the mic. But don't change. Just mute yourself when you're not talking. That's all. But you good. Go ahead, Sushi. Go ahead.
How do you just brush that shit off when you know that your music, your career lives on the internet. Without the internet, you ain't really doing numbers. And if you out here, you let somebody like Tekashi clown you and you brush that shit off, you know all through your comments, niggas is gonna be clowning you. How you gonna come back from that? Niggas is still
that's what
battling Drake. And that you know what I mean? That was years ago.
He's a rapper, yo. Just put it through the music at the end of the day. You got to start thinking different. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk your piece, like what did Tory did? Tory ain't when that shit happened with Megan, he ain't come out and start tweeting and saying and posting shit and stuff like that. That nigga made a fire album out of that shit, bro. He made a fire album out of
that. The whole industry tapped on. Everybody it wasn't fire.
Facts.
I don't want to be known as the nigga that's beefing with Tekashi. Like you already look silly.
Let me run some of these donos real quick.
That's why you pay him no mind.
Let me run some of these donos real quick.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Salute the motherfucking Rodney pays for the $5 to the super chat. You already know what it is, man. Hey.
I done held you down, light skin.
Mm-hmm. Salute to motherfucking Zay. Shout out to Barry one with a 199.
Popping on a handstand.
Barry's over here showing some respect.
Bobby took his first loss with them 3 hot and readies.
Bobby took his first loss with them 3 hot and readies. What does that mean? Is that a song? Y'all know what that is? 3 hot and readies? Do y'all know what that is?
What did he say?
Bobby took his first loss with them 3 hot and readies.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what he means.
Barry, let me know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's crazy seeing like how everything's unfolding. I was talking to my brother about this yesterday, bro. Like the world itself, bro. Like it's the real life don't like. It sounds scary to say, but the real world we live is not really. It don't even really matter. Like especially when you stuck in the house. When you stuck in the house.
But a lot of these internet dudes, they get it like a reality check. Like who's the guy? I don't know his like name. The one that got killed like over there by LA for talking shit about like somebody like in their hood or something like that. It went viral like everywhere. I forgot his name.
I think I know what you're talking about, and that's what that brings me back to the subject of people do die from trolling. The dude was going around trolling every hood, you know what I'm saying, pulling up to the front of their sign, recording himself real quick, talking shit while nobody outside, and then hurry up and try and run in his car. But somebody caught him slipping at the airport. Like it happens, bro.
Some dude got killed from like prank, like fake robbing somebody.
Yeah, I saw that. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that too. Trying to do something for the internet. That's what Tone was saying. Like, when do the internet mix with the streets? You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, like Tone said too, when Tekashi had the streets behind him, backing him, and then he had the internet support. That's where he was capitalizing on all the bread you can possibly can. So it's like, is it cool for me to do this? Yeah, you good. We got your back. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And now.
Well, I'm looking at, if he's talking about the 3 white girls that paid to come visit him or some shit, I don't know. Hey, man, look, man, my man been locked up for 5 years, man. That boy's balls swollen like a watermelon, man. He got to release that pressure, bro. Okay? He got to do what you got to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I didn't even know Bobby got out until I seen your thing on YouTube. I was like, wait, you got out? Because I wasn't online all day.
Hey man.
That shit blew up on Twitter.
I mean, if I didn't have a fiance and I was locked up for 5 years, man, my standards might be a little bit low just once I get out too. I gotta get that first one out and then I can start talking about other stuff later, man. You feel me?
And as far as when it comes to Meek, right? Because I've seen a lot of people say this for like a while. He did all what he did to Safari. I'm like, did people forget that Safari talked shit about Meek for like 2 years straight? Like 2 years straight?
He
took Nicki for 2 years straight. And then he finally seen him at the BET Awards. He said, what's up? And then the chase ran down.
See,
hey,
when a
Retro,
chick
come pull
involved,
up, Retro. Take the link, Retro. Come on the channel, man.
See, when that whole Safari thing came, it was over a girl. Like, that's another thing. Like, it's the emotions part about
it's
it.
A lot of,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of men lose their life because of females, bro. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
Right. But Meek,
so that's the emotional part.
And I'm not even talking about the Meek thing. I'm just talking about in general. When a man get him, like, for me, I don't give a fuck. But I'm telling you, a lot of motherfuckers be dying because they get embarrassed in front of women.
Yeah.
That shit, boy. Right. I look, man. It is what it is, bro.
That's why the situation was different with the energy with Safari and the energy with Tekashi. Like at the end of the day, like who said it? I forgot. Damn, he left. But Dano, like he said, motherfucking Tekashi, he know what he's doing. He's strategically doing it. That's what got him the most money. That's what had, you know what I'm saying, the bankrolls rolling in. Eventually the bread will dry up a little bit. He gonna have to start coming out with some music
that ain't
or
nothing but
some
money
type
from
of
his
show.
label.
What's going on, Mike? You there? Make sure the mic working.
Right, but living it.
Mike, you there?
I was shaking, bro.
What's good, brother? Good to
He
see you.
ain't selling nothing.
Hey, Nito,
Like,
Nito, I'm gonna bring you out real quick. Nito, I'm gonna take you out for a second. Go ahead. We got Retro in the bed. What's good? What's going on? My bad. Retro, you there? You muted, Retro. Yo, what's good? All right, cool. Mike, what's good? Mike, hold on. Mike, you muted too, Mike. Mike, you there?
Yep.
All right, bet.
Yep.
What's good, brother?
Yo, shout out the room, though. Shout out the room, D2L. You already. Yo, I just want to say one thing real quick, right?
Okay.
Like the same shit with the rapping. The same thing with the rapping. Like, everybody want to be a rapper now. Everybody want to be gang and shit. Like, the same thing with the sneakers. Like, I can't find a pair of Jordans because I be seeing like 13-year-olds running down on all the mochas. Like, you don't even know what a pair of ones are. But you see that shit is popular now. That shit popping. Everybody want to get all the sneakers. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the industry. It's the same thing with the industry. Like, motherfuckers shouting out all this gang shit, all this, oh, I'm blood, and this and that and the third. Like, bro, I could go get some cigarettes right now and really get parked. I look somebody the wrong way, I really get parked. And it's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, guess what?
It's real life shit.
But guess what's running that, Mike? That's once again the internet. You know what I'm saying? Them kids that want the mochas, that's all off the internet. All that social media shit is driving them to do that shit.
Yep.
Like that's
Yeah,
social media.
Situation. I realize a lot of people think he just dissed Meek and Dirk, but they was like, nah, he dissed like 2 other people too in his record.
Yo, Retro, man, talk to me, man. I mean, you
which
from,
is a GD.
Retro,
you
another
DJ, he blood. So
Retro, you know the NY native. You know, what's your thoughts, man? Like on everything, internet, street. Where's it at now? You know what I'm saying? Does it matter? Does the street even? Does the street shit even matter now? You know what I'm saying? Is it? Can you? Yeah, just go ahead. I just know you had a lot to talk in the comments.
I just think it's the angle. Like, I mean, we got to keep it a buck. It's the angle. Like right now, it's the street niggas got to prove something. So that's the angle that he's moving with. To sit back and say, and I said this on Zaya's joint the other day, to sit back and say that, oh, Meek don't want to throw his career away. Well, then leave that nigga alone then.
Yeah.
You can't talk that tough shit. You can't talk that gangster shit if when the time presents itself, you ain't gonna do that gangster shit. Because that shit didn't stop him from running down on Safari. Now, if you want to compare the two, I don't compare the two. Like, we know why he ran down on Safari. Like, come on now. Like Safari was a regular nigga.
Hey,
Retro, do you think he's doing that just to try to grab some
straight? Called him a bitch, a pussy, and all of that for 2 years straight.
And that means what? And that means what? Safari didn't. What that means what though? Like he touched Safari because he knew he could get to Safari without having to worry about it.
Hit that motherfucking like button, man. We got 400. Hit that goddamn like button.
I done held you down, like skin.
Hold on. So good question. This is what
if somebody do that to you.
I like that. Thank you, Dre. No, look, LB. No, listen. I think I get what you're saying. Retro.
I would have ran down on him too.
Retro. Let's ask this question because Sushi asked that earlier. We got internet niggas. We got street niggas. Internet niggas now are being very ballsy and telling street niggas to do what they said they gonna do, and we have not seen what Sushi said. Sushi said, "Have you ever seen an artist that is a street nigga that's big time pop a motherfucker or do anything?" That's what.
Why would they though? We're acting shocked though.
Huh?
I asked this yesterday. I said, "Are we expecting our rappers to do what they say in their raps?"
You know what? That's a good point. Because at one point we were.
Think about it. Hold on.
Now we don't care no more.
Hold on.
Think about this.
We
know who we give the credit to. I can name some names. Boosie, Gucci, You know what I'm saying? That there's certain rap. Those are just two, but I'm saying there's certain rappers.
Some niggas you expect them to live that life.
Block, exactly. There's certain rappers that we give the credit to because we know they done put in the work. We don't expect them to do it now. That would be foolish.
Okay.
So, but hold on. But you don't see none of them niggas jumping out the window, running to Twitter or doing shit. Think about it. Meek there was an angle from Meek's side. What are you talking about? Like, what are we talking about here? That's not no gangster shit. If you're gonna get it shaken, why you got the camera out?
But that's the
Bro,
game,
Meek
though.
got money.
That's how the
It go both ways.
If he has money, then he shouldn't even involve himself.
He's not about to get into no. This is my thing. He's still talking that tough shit. Nigga, you got money. You wild rich. You talking this tough street shit like you like that. You not doing none of that.
Yo, sometimes that shit don't matter,
you somewhere in Miami. Don't
matter.
Bro.
Hey,
so
Meek,
you mean to tell me you got millions of dollars, but you go shoot a nigga on camera?
What happened? What happened right there was a perfect example of a nigga that played basketball trying to go out and play football. Meek was trying to play Tekashi's game with the camera, and he can't beat Tekashi at his own game, and that's why Meek looks away.
Meek should have never been out there.
I'm glad you brought that up, Tony, because
you said what? You said what, Elby?
Yeah, I said I'm glad you brought that up, Tony, because it's like, all right, it's like how today is that it ain't just like on the rap shit. Like you'll see that in the streets, like at the clubs and stuff. Like when they get into beat, they pull out phones on each other just to like embarrass them, do it, violate them, do whatever they're gonna do just to bring it back to their bones so they can have something to laugh and get high with, get high later on. That's just how it is now.
I love.
And I know some people don't understand that, but. It makes sense. It's been like that at least since like 2014.
Retro might not be the first. Retro might not be the person who first said it, but Retro said it to me as me being the first person that heard it in my life. When you're a street nigga, you are a prisoner to your own words. Meek has said stuff that he has to do. So when he doesn't do those things and he's playing 6ix9ine games, I don't give those cool points.
I can't say he the only one that came at 6ix9ine this week.
Oh no. It's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch.
He's the only one that made a cameo in the video. That's the problem.
Yeah, he had the film, but he dissed 22G's, CJ, and Dirk when he dissed on Vaughn.
And they all have spoke on 6ix9ine.
But no, Retro, I will say this though. You mentioned, you said what, or somebody said about what rappers or whatever. Trust me, bro. Like I said, motherfuckers is in Dirk shit and 600 Breezy shit all the time, telling them like y'all need to go get that get back for Vaughn. Like that's the type, and it be these
600 a hothead. Like that's
it be the motherfuckers that are little fucking, you know, little Jameses or whatever the fuck you want to call them, that live in a good neighborhood, who just like just Chirac music. They listen to it in their fucking room because their mom ain't listening. That be in the
niggas
comments.
ain't throwing their life away, Tony.
Well, yeah.
You know that.
No, I know that.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth, Retro. You
niggas ain't throwing their life away. They can sit around and talk all that tough shit all they want.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't throwing their life away because they know what's going to happen at the end of the day.
Viral.
That street shit quiet, bro. Like, I know real street niggas, like that shit is quiet. Like, if anybody trying to do anything, like that shit is quiet. That shit ain't some shit you gonna put on the internet.
Exactly.
That shit ain't some shit you gonna put nowhere. Like, nigga, you gonna slide by yourself.
Yep.
Exactly.
I hear what y'all saying.
That's totally.
I'm of that age where it used to be like that, but with these younger street dudes, they do a lot of this stuff to go viral.
Even you know, while we on that topic with the viral shit, like, bro, when they ran down on a nigga Pop Smoke, right? None of that shit was on camera. None of that shit. Like, they got caught
on camera.
Well, eventually, but that shit wasn't on no internet. He put this shit on the internet. You know, bragging and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, his homeboy. That's my homeboy's. Like, I think it's little bro.
But you get what I'm saying though, right? He trying to put on for the internet. Like, yeah, look, I'm styling.
Yeah,
niggas caught up with that shit.
Hey, 2K crazy, right though. Them Chirac boys was not playing. Them boys were on Twitter telling you, man, I blah 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 shot that nigga over there. He's smelling like this. Like, they were going crazy. But what I'm saying is, well, let me ask a question though, cause y'all, I get it. Like, trust me, yeah. Like when Breezy and all these boys be saying like you gonna get killed, he not talking about he gonna kill you. He talking about some street nigga gonna pop you and we ain't never gonna know what happened, but the streets gonna know what happened. But what I'm saying is to the internet audience, that still don't mean like to the internet audience, they don't understand that that's what happened. They just see 6ix9ine getting killed by some totally different type of situation. So what I'm saying is, will the street nigga concept ever beat the internet concept? It can't.
No,
it can't. So the internet is the new age then at this point. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
it is.
you gotta look at it like this.
Internet is
Nobody
different.
Nobody
This
from
shit
the
different.
street, the real street that ain't in the music industry, that ain't on the internet, is going to throw their life away for the people that are getting money off of the street shit. You gotta figure, if the rapper is making money off the street shit and the real street nigga is the one doing the work,
yeah,
why would they throw their life away?
I get that, Retro, but Retro, my question is now, is the new, what I'm saying is, back in the day when Gucci and them were popping, you had to follow that formula. But now with Tekashi's running, that's the formula that's winning. So my question,
no, it's not that you don't have to follow the formula. It's that he's showing you that, look, they never was doing what they said they was doing.
That's cap too.
Bro,
and I
bro,
can
we all love
D
D-Block, right? D-Block is considered like the best gangster rappers.
I'm from
one of the
Yonkers.
best ever, right? Right?
Yeah,
You love them niggas.
I'm from Queens. I know about all that
nigga,
stuff was going.
Never been to jail. Styles never been to jail. Sheik never been to jail. J Hood never been. None of them niggas been to jail, bro. Ever. Them niggas ain't never put no work ever. Them niggas, hood niggas, you might catch them niggas and they fuck with niggas that probably do, but them niggas is talking other people's stories. Them niggas ain't doing none of that. None of that. And they talking that shit real. Like they talking that shit we just did a week ago. They
Are you
not
saying
doing
this
that.
because you know, or are you saying this because we don't have
Kiss
don't
to
know
tell you
no
that, bro. Kiss, them niggas had a record deal. They was signed to Bad Boy when they was 14, bro. Like, what do you mean?
This I know. I'm just saying, just because
they used to run around with Mary J. Blige and all that. Like them niggas, and I'm not saying
I went
that
to
they
school
don't
with a brother. I'm just saying that doesn't mean that just because we don't know doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Exactly.
The movement in silence as back then, as far as gangster shit, is what used to be.
I don't heard Kiss say. I don't heard Kiss say out of the top of my head that the dumb shit, the shit he talk is more like he talking about his mans and them. He's
but
not
that's
necessarily talking about himself.
Right, but my thing is that they can still go to the hood, though. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, they can still go to the hood. If you gassing people up playing Malibu's Once More,
I'm not saying
that. Just go right. Fuck it, I'm gonna just go outside.
I'm not saying they gotta be
stand on the block and see what it's like, and then get their head blown off.
Nah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they gotta be like I fuck with them all the way. I fuck with them niggas all the way. But what I'm saying is like even I was watching this interview with the Haven dude. The Haven was like, yo, that whole Reasonable Doubt album was about me. He dibbled and dabbled and all that, but he's rapping about my shit. Like that shit.
And that was still questionable because I know about the D Haven stuff. That was questionable.
Yeah,
I was like, just because it's don't mean it's Bible.
But he not the only one that said that. The Biggs be like, yo, a lot of this shit that Hov was rapping about, he'll look at like what we was doing and he'll throw it in his raps. Like that wasn't necessary.
But that's cool though. He's capitalizing off of his friends. Like he's still allowed to be in the hood to do that shit.
Cool.
So they can
It's
like there's a lot of niggas that live in the hood. There's a lot of niggas that live in the hood. There's a lot of niggas that grew up in the hood that just didn't actually been involved with like the actual drugs and guns and shit like that, but they still lived around it. They still had friends that was in that shit. So they rap, you know what I'm saying? So it all comes together for them, you know what I mean?
Nah, I jack that. I don't got, I love these dudes. These like some of my favorite rappers and shit. But at the end of the day, bro, like this is something I always thought about. Like, damn, you know how many motherfuckers like grew up listening to Hov and like really taking that shit into like religious account type shit, like what Hov said, nigga. Hov say that shit is real. Niggas will go outside and blow your head off of some shit Hov said. Hov not doing that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's
like,
their
not
fault,
doing that,
though.
But you gassing. Oh, we listen to music. We love this shit. Like this is
Jerry
our
only
shit.
had
like,
a few moments in his career, like where he where you really saw like how he was down before like the industry. Like I forgot what happened. Whoever was talking shit in the industry, and when he stabbed him. You remember that? It was like,
Oh, you talking about Un? What about that was Can Manager? That was
yeah,
that was
yeah.
If what a rapper says makes you go out in your real life and do something,
bro,
you're a fool.
You crazy? When 50 of them was popping, man, we was living by that G Unit shit. Like we used
I
to run
understand
around
that, but that's your personal choice. That's your choice.
That is your personal choice.
I knew about 50 because 50 used to hang around in my neighborhood because he knew a drug dealer in my neighborhood, and people and the dudes on the south side really wanted to kill him. Like that's why he
niggas really want to kill niggas, bro. Like he was talking about real people. Like
their personal choice. So
they wasn't playing.
You can incite whatever you want to incite. It's their personal choice, though. That's all I'm saying. It's free will. We can't blame it on the internet.
You're right. It is free will.
We can't blame it on the internet now. Now it's at this point where it's like, if they do it, it's your choice to do it. Whoever does something to 6ix9ine, it's going to be their choice. Everybody else is going to sit back. All the rappers are going to sit back and see, I told you it was going to happen. But none of y'all did it. So you can't take the points for that.
No, I know somebody going to do it. He just better not go to none of the clubs like that.
And why would he?
I'm just saying, like,
it ain't going to be nobody we know.
I'll say this, and I hate to say it, you know, God rest his soul, but like people said that the ops was gonna catch King Von, but King Von got killed by some totally different motherfuckers in Atlanta, like totally
real life
different.
shit. It wasn't
but he already had issues with them though. So
yeah, but I'm saying, but retro, if you was to tell me, but retro and in retro
niggas ain't jacking that.
But in retro and Chirac, like you would have said he was gonna get killed by his ops in Chirac. He got killed by some totally different shit on some shit that
he put himself in that situation.
I know.
I'm just saying, we all know he didn't have to be there.
Yeah, no, that's a whole other topic. What I'm trying to say though, retro, is I'm agreeing to, like, if Tekashi gets killed, it'll be on some totally different shit, and you'll see the niggas that he was beefing with, like Meek and them, saying, "I told you shouldn't have ran his mouth," but it'd be none of Meek's people that actually did anything.
And I'm telling you, and a lot, there's people out here that do not care about security or cops. Because I've seen cops get killed, bro. They like straight in their face. They do not care, dog.
Yo, Mike Rich, ain't nobody say nothing that ain't nobody saying that Savannah was a joke. I'm just saying that King Von, King Von been beefing with motherfucking GDs and everybody in Chicago for years. So you would have thought that if it was to go down, it would have been down with the motherfuckers he been beefing with for 10 years. He got killed by somebody that like some recent shit, like. And that's what I'm trying to say is, like, if 6ix9ine was ever get killed, it ain't gonna be on no shit like Meek. Oh, like, yeah, Meek sit the goons. It's gonna be on some shit like some random crazy fan or some weird shit. It'd be some shit that we least expect. And that's what.
There's gonna be people that want to shoot him, just be like, I'm the guy who shot 6ix9ine. I'm going viral. I'll be in history. Like, it's crazy. Like the mindset of like today is crazy. So
y'all really think that's gonna last for maybe a week?
They don't care, dog. Like, this is what I'm telling you. It's like, dog, you just gotta think irrationally. See, everybody in here is rational, so it's like you gotta learn how to think irrational, like these young dudes out here.
But the Twilight Zone is real. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I don't see nobody throwing anything.
The whole pandemic, regular people in the street, like, I want to catch a body, and they go out there and catch a body. It's like
do any dumb shit just to do it.
Well,
niggas to jump in front of a train,
and that's definitely true, Mike. But one thing I always thought about, like, 6ix9ine ain't gonna never put himself in that predicament to sit at the same lunch table with the motherfuckers that's willing to do those things.
It's Tom and Jerry right now. It's cat and mouse. You gotta catch it. That's how he plays.
You going up to Crenshaw and Sloss and pose it up in front of Nipsey's mural. Then you talking shit about Possible, but you in the wrong side of Brooklyn where nobody don't really be at. It's like, come on, man.
It's
like,
all strategic.
Rest in peace. Who killed Nipsey?
Not even rest in peace. Rest in peace, Little Snoop and King Von. Like,
who killed Nipsey? Who can name the guy that killed Nipsey right now?
I forgot his name. Earl something.
Big shit or
no.
Shitty, right?
My point.
He was named like Shitty or something, I think.
I think he's like Earl something.
My point. That's all I'm saying.
Eric Snowder, or Eric Holder or some shit. It was like one of those.
Eric Holder, I think his name was, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I just think at this point the streets are losing hold of the rap industry. It's back into the internet's hands. Overall, it's into the label's hands. But the internet
that's because the hip hop police though, Tone. They really scooping these niggas up. Every time somebody get hot, that's really bad out that life, they right behind bars,
No,
bro. Right when they getting
like
ready
the
to
hip
make
hop
that album,
police.
they right behind bars.
Yeah, the hip hop police is
that's
definitely a real thing in New York
I ain't
because
gonna lie,
they round up
like
50,
what he
50
said.
chosen
The
wolves.
goal, bro. The goal is not to go to jail, bro. That's the goal. Like at the end of the day, you ain't trying to be in nobody's jail, bro.
But a lot of them get hot when they get out of jail. Some of them purposely go.
but bro,
Look at
like,
what's his name? YFN. What's his name? YFN
who,
Lucci.
the one that the niggas tripping.
Dude smiling
Yo,
in
them
his
dudes tripping.
dude smiling in his lineup picture,
They
like his
tripping.
mugshot. I'm like, no, it's wild,
bro. Yo, shout out Cardi. Cardi said, "I ain't do anything for clout, anything. I ain't gonna do anything." And that shit is weird. That shit is weird to me nowadays. Like,
I just don't want the internet to really believe that they can go outside and step outside and then try to, live that life and then something happen to them. Like it's really not worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just stay behind the keyboard, that's cool. But like once you start believing
cool,
in it,
we gotta stop that though. That's not cool.
It gotta stop. It gotta stop. But everybody got their right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. We got to be real. It's not gonna stop.
You know what's crazy?
You
know what's crazy? On top of that, the dude behind the keyboard, right? No shade to D Wild. I fuck with your videos all day. Like, fuck with your shit, real shit.
Well, I'm out in the street. I'm out in the streets with my shit, so it don't even matter, Mike.
Nah, real shit. This is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. Like, you getting a bigger check than these dudes that be out here talking this tough shit.
Yeah.
You chilling. You got your little spot kicking. The features on point. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, and you get a bag.
Yeah. Well, Retro.
And half of these dudes out here can't get a bottle of Henny, right? They can't get a bottle of Yak right now. Like, if I hit a nigga up, they gonna tell me to get the bottle. They don't got no money for the bottle. Like, none of that. They don't got no money for the bottle, no money for the bud, nothing.
Retro, I totally agree with you, bro. But the reason why it will never happen is because it's too easy to do what they doing. It's too easy. It's too easy.
But that's a part of the audience.
Internet gangsters, bro.
It's what you allow. If the audience allows it, then you're gonna do what they're gonna do. Case in point, 6ix9ine. That's all I'm saying.
It's different now, yo. It's different now. The world different now, yo. Like, niggas, you used to have to go outside and fight niggas. You feel me? Like, you couldn't talk behind the fucking screen, yo. Niggas think they really, really fucking tough behind the fucking keyboard.
Jay-Z said it best.
Like,
I'm from the era where
niggas think they so good.
Just the shit.
Niggas can talk. Niggas sound good. Like, niggas
So
can make that sound so hood behind the screen, bro. And you not even like that, man.
So look. We all agree to the same thing. What you just said, like, bro, everything you just like that part. We all agree. My question is it's done though, right? Like, it's not. You can't fix this at this point, right?
No, it's gonna get worse.
You got the bro. You got the girl. No bullshit, bro. The girls be on they tough shit too out here. They think they gang tough shit too. The girls. I'm talking about the little pretty girl. You like, she like, what? Nigga, suck my dick. Gang.
But the girls been like that. When I'm 31, like, right?
You had to come.
I grew up around that.
I knew girls that would spank you straight up.
Nah, these bitches will spank you, bro. They're dead spank.
No.
Like, they'll jump you and all that. Like the girls, bro, they're dead.
But I don't chicks that's that thorough like that. I don't think it's because of the internet, bro. I think it's because they actually like live in the streets and shit like that, bro.
They got brothers and
they around their brothers and all this other shit like that. If they really gang, it's because they really
influenced by what they see. Like everybody talk this, like gang shit, right? Not to keep bringing that up, but nigga, these people never been to jail or prison in their life. But that gang shit is really like. You got to put on for that shit. And even in the street, you got to put on for that shit a lot of places.
Yeah, you got
I'm glad you said that because you're right. You're right to a certain extent. But a lot of dudes did a lot of dirt and never got caught.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I think all that shit is commercialized now. Like gang.
That's you can say that it's commercialized.
We got Dono in real quick. Sister Millie City, NYC.
They tried to get lifestyle like in the 2000s because it got too crazy.
Hold on, LB, real quick. Salute to my man Millie NYC, man. One at a time, fellas. Don't hijack the show. True. Salute to Millie. I appreciate it. And Millie, hopefully we can keep this thing one at a time. Now, when I asked the question, everybody agreed, but except for Retro. So Retro, I would like to hear what you said.
I don't even remember the question at this point. What was the question?
The question is it's out of control now. Like the whole internet shit is taking it from the street shit. So like it's done, right? And you said, I think you said no.
Nah, I don't really think the internet taking it from the street. I just think it's a part of accountability. And then until motherfuckers start holding niggas accountable, ain't nothing you ever gonna be able to do. Niggas just gonna have fun with it.
But the thing is, here is the internet has no accountability really, and the street does, and it's almost an advantage to the internet person. Then I would say.
No, you got to figure like this: if the street guy is running to the internet to do something, then you got to play by the internet's rules. It just is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's
you don't have to. I don't have to say like this.
Well,
you can diss. Hold on, Tony. You can diss me on the internet, right?
Yeah.
If you diss me on the internet, I don't ever have to say anything on the internet.
Okay, but look, what you just said. If you are an internet nigga and you are a street nigga and you're battling, and you're a street nigga, you need to play by internet rules. Meek try to do
Once
that.
you go on the internet, I don't ever have to answer you though. I could try to find you in real life and never say anything on the internet. Then what?
But
Yo,
what I'm saying, hold on.
Meek ain't no street nigga.
Hold
Yo.
on.
Meek is a rapper, bro.
Okay,
well, like, ain't no street
but
nigga.
Royal,
No. Hold on, Tony. Let me answer. Let me just answer him right there. He's 100% right. You say Meek ain't no street nigga. He's a rapper, right?
Right.
So then Meek need to play like a rapper. Don't talk street shit. You feel me? That's the only thing I'm saying. Don't talk street shit to him then.
Right, but a lot of his peoples that he be rolling with are in the streets.
Who is the bag though?
So y'all gonna listen to Meek? So y'all gonna listen to Meek gospel album?
Yo,
so look, so my question,
Meek is trying to go
listen to y'all gonna listen to his. Are y'all gonna listen to Meek backpack album? Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so
if it's fire, y'all gonna jack it.
If it's fire,
okay. So my question is my question.
He used to be. He's not going
to. Hold on. Retro. My question here then is him going and him recording. Is he playing by? He was trying to play by 6ix9ine's rules by him recording as well and posting the shit and talking shit. It just don't look right because he's being held to the street nigga standard. It's
exactly.
Like he's a prisoner of his own words right there. He's a prisoner right now of his words. So him doing that, it don't even count for him. 6ix9ine.
Prisoner or not, he would have never been in that. He would have never been made a cameo in that video.
Yeah, no, he would have been. First of all, they had a security go up there specifically and had him wait for him in the parking lot.
I would have never came out the building.
We would have. How you gonna know that when you leave, he's still out there? How you?
As soon as I walk outside, you see the shit shaking. So I would have turned right around. There wouldn't have been none of that.
Okay, so he can get that on camera and have him turn right back around.
Let me explain that. I'd rather explain the reason why I walked back away from 6ix9ine than me trying to explain my face, my meme, me sitting here talking about y'all trying to get me locked up, y'all trying to do it. There was no need for that. You don't engage with it. You turn around.
Got right in the car and just left.
It's nothing. In the first place. How the rainbow nigga even know he was there? He should never been in that spot in the first place.
So okay,
Retro.
Let's.
I think it was at the same club in Atlanta.
So Retro,
like
let me play it out, Retro. All right, I'm Meek. I'm walking out. This nigga 6ix9ine come. What's up, pussy? I just be like, man, get the fuck out my face, nigga. You recording? You got security with you, man, and it kept it moving like that.
I'm not even saying that. But that's fine. But I'm not even saying that. I'm turning right around. I'm not even gonna say nothing. It's just gonna be silence because that's gonna be the interview.
I'm a bad Retro, but I want to turn around because then it'll be a joke about that. I would just like, bro, you don't phase me. You pump no fear in my heart. I'm going straight to my car.
It looked like
even if I got my security with me, because in case you try to do some
I see what you're saying though.
Y'all don't remember the time though.
You don't talk.
Y'all remember the time though when Nicki baby father ran down on him in the Gucci store.
Yeah,
he wasn't talking tough that time like that either.
You said who?
Put the
Nicki's baby mom. Nicki's
Nicki baby pops.
I don't know that situation, but look.
He was running his mouth. He just ain't even
Nicki baby father ran down on him in a Gucci store. And they
both had words though.
I get you.
Yeah, they were just talking shit to each other.
They both had words.
But let me.
I'll give it to you, Retro. You know what it is? It's the same. Like you said, it's trolling. It's the same as my chat. who's the winner here? If a nigga come in my chat talking shit and I'm on this bitch like, oh, what's up? Okay, Big Perm. Well, Big Perm, fuck you then, bitch. Bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna kill you, boy. Like Big Perm won because I'm going crazy now. Meek was going crazy. If Meek didn't do a reaction, then
it wouldn't have been nothing.
Yeah.
That would have been the question. They would have like, well, Meek, why didn't you respond to 6ix9ine when he was listening? And now in the interview, he could say,
sorry, Big Perm.
I ain't dealing with that dude like that.
Oh, they pieced that up, by the
Meek
way.
was all like, Meek was like, man, get the security out you. You got feds with you, nigga. Pussy ass.
Yeah, he was doing too much.
He moving and the guy that he doing like so. The reaction is what the reaction.
I think what was worse than even all of that was the whack ass Kobe line he spit like 2 days later.
That fucked him up too.
That shit was trash.
That's a whole nother
He gonna
thing.
say some dumb shit. He gonna say some
That
dumb
wasn't a bad
shit.
line though.
Yeah.
Now
That
the
shit was a
thing
stupid ass line,
with
bro.
that is
That shit was stupid. That shit was dumb, bro. That shit was
now the
whack.
thing with that was
I think it was too
leaked
soon.
out, so somebody leaked that out purposely. You already know what time it is.
It probably won't even make
like
the
that
song
shit.
when it comes out, but I don't think it was a bad line. I just think it was
No,
too.
the dude from the studio. I think some dude from the studio was like, I get a lot of rappers that get all high off the molly, blah 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 blah, and then they say crazy bars, and they be like, when they come to the senses, like, don't put that out. You'd be like, all right,
It's just
so
too soon.
somebody put it out because he didn't put it out himself.
That's not a crazy. I
I'm
saw
gonna
that
go
as
down with the
saying
chopper
homage.
like Kobe. What the fuck is you talking about? Like
A legend going down
about,
shooting.
You would have
That's what he
said that
meant.
at
A
20
legend
years
going down
Exactly,
shooting.
Dre. Dre know what I
That's
mean.
what he
He
meant.
paid homage.
That's what he meant.
Wasn't
A
dissing.
legend going down shooting. It's
Nah,
not a
I'm
bad
not saying
line.
he was
Maybe the
dissing.
delivery could have been
Yeah,
better.
a
It was
lot of
just a
people
whack
got
line.
There you
confused
go.
'cause they love- I mean, I love Kobe too, but like, listen to what he's saying. A lot of people don't understand lyrics anymore. See, this is why lyrics. That's
Nah,
why
bro,
rap
that
so
wasn't the
dumbed down
lyrics,
now.
bro. That shit was trash,
He
bro.
said
That
going
shit
down
was
chopper
dirt.
like Kobe, like
Hey,
going down
hey,
shooting.
I'll
Yeah,
put this.
a
Nobody
legend
don't
going down
understand
shooting.
no
Look.
simplistic
Can
bar
I
like
say?
that.
Can I say something? I'll say this. I get it. I felt some type of way about the chat, about that track. I felt some way about that track, right? And when y'all saying it earlier, I have a song I did when I was younger, and I was talking about smoking weed, and I said Mary Jane, she blew my head up. Kurt Cobain. It's the same shit, right? Kurt Cobain fucking shot his head.
Kurt Cobain really blew his head up though. He
Huh?
really blew his whole head up.
You said what?
Kurt Cobain really blew.
So I'm saying,
I said
yeah,
Kurt
but that
Cobain
was
really blew his whole head up.
yeah. So when I wrote
Kobe
that, I'm just saying when I wrote that though, like motherfuckers wasn't saying like, oh, that's fucked up. They were like, oh, that shit hard, you know, like nobody.
Nah,
Well,
that
back
shit-
then
that
everybody
shit
had
It's different.
everybody had
different.
wasn't soft back then either.
It's just
Yeah.
Everybody's
context.
like
It's
more
just context.
sensitive and stuff now.
Yo, internet.
He said, I'm going down
And I
with
love
the chopper
Kobe,
like Kobe.
I knew what he meant.
Right.
But a lot of people
He coulda
don't
made a better
understand
line.
lyrics. A lot of
I-
people sensitive now. So when you got those two things
Well,
put together, it's like
I
you
thought some
already
type
know
of
what's
way
gonna
because I
happen.
think the line was trash.
Well,
If
I
you
Now,
could've
if you
said
think the
something
line
better.
was trash, then fine. But like,
Yeah, I
get
think
it,
this shit
though.
was
but
trash.
understand what he was saying.
well, I Am Wild
I
said
get
it
what he's
best.
saying. I get what he's trying to say. But the shit was trash.
I Am Wild said it though. Also, the fact that Vanessa also said something about it didn't help at all. That's what it really was. I think Vanessa.
Well, that
Bryant-
goes back to the internet. Yeah, that goes back to the internet. Once she
I think he was
posted
high,
something,
bro.
everybody's
high when he
going,
wrote that.
automatically like
And
attack
that
me for
Kobe
it
ball was
because
a week ago. You responded now? Like what? You should have
Yeah, she
responded.
took a
that's
time.
because the internet. Once, like if she say she felt some type of way, everybody gonna like, see what you did. You shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's the internet.
I
Again,
really didn't
it's
like the
internet.
line from the jump. Like honestly, like when I first read it, when I first seen it, I was like, all right, maybe the motherfuckers don't get it. Maybe he said some shit, but that shit was dirt, bro. That shit was all the way trash. That shit was a whack line.
The delivery was
And
bad, but going
and the
down.
Kobe name in it on top of that is like it makes it even worse. Like if you gonna say some
The
shit
delivery
about
was
Kobe,
bad.
Hey, Royal.
make it be fire.
Royal, I'm gonna back you up 1 second. Stay in the background,
Do your
okay?
thing, yo.
Stay in the background though, because Mike Rich coming through. I just seen Mike Rich. This is
Already.
Mike Rich been in the
So
chat
leave
for me.
Mike Rich already.
Yeah, not the big Mike Rich, but another Mike Rich that I've been.
I bet.
You stay in the back. Just stay in the back though, Mike. Royal, stay in the back. I'll bring you back through if you.
Do your thing, yo.
Yeah. I just want to see what Mike. What's going on, Mike? Good seeing you finally pulling up.
What's good, man? Oh yeah. I felt about that time that I popped out on y'all. I'm loving the conversation and thanks for having me join y'all. I just felt like it was one thing we didn't bring up was what's up with Meek team? How that man know that he was there? Somebody got to be back on.
True.
You can't just find people out the blue like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, I like your conspiracy, and I'm not going against it, but let me ask, because I keep forgetting, right? Meek in 6ix9ine on the same label, right? Aren't they with the same thing?
No.
They're
Meek
not.
is Atlantic and
Yeah, but wasn't Meek with
Tekashi's
wasn't Meek
Universal.
with wasn't Meek with like Jay-Z or all that? That wasn't Jay-Z trying to sign me 6ix9ine at one point or some shit like that? And
No, that was real.
Right.
That was fake
They not
news.
on the same label though. My man on Universal, the Rainbow dude, he on
And he's
Universal. He up
technically not
underneath
even
the dude
Universal.
at Universal Thumb.
Mike, you
Yeah,
got to
he up
remember,
underneath
Meek
my
was in a
man who
restaurant.
on Universal.
He was in a restaurant. So
Right, he was
this
in a
is social
restaurant.
media. So I'm pretty sure there was regular people in that, you know what I'm saying, in that restaurant that might have seen Meek, and who knows, put it on Twitter, put it on you know, all the other social.
Yeah, I was about to say that right there.
Meek's in here, Meek's at the such and such, or Meek da da da. That's just the game. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty
tell that to T.I. when he ran up on Floyd in Vegas. Tell that to 50 Cent when the dude from New Jersey ran up on him twice, because I remember that was the same dude from last year about the mixtape. You were listening to me, it was the same dude.
Facts.
He tried to sit 50 down. You heard? With that shit, he tried to sit.
Yeah, well, that's like Pac leaving the casino. That's like Big leaving the club. Like if you saying that you're gonna be there, or there's gonna be people that know you're gonna be there that night, like it's too easy. Be like, oh shit, I'm in town. I might as well just pull up on this nigga real quick. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't know I'm going. You know, I'm pull up on him. Like, so that's the case that may have been, man. Like he probably had a show that night. Everybody probably in Tekashi DMs or on his post and so yo, Meek gonna be here tonight. Meek gonna be here tonight. He's like, oh shit, I'm in. Like, let's run out on this nigga real quick. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's make a cameo real quick. Make sure scan the area. Make sure everything good first.
Everybody was seeing him perform because I think he performed at the same spot Too Shiesty was performing at. And I think 6ix9ine was there too. Well, waiting for him because they said he was waiting for him with his security out there. Now that's another thing that I got an issue with is with the security because they've been running their mouth too, just like he was for like the past year. And they had like I would have gambled on I would have gambled on him before I would have did 6ix9ine.
Security niggas is backup dancers. You heard? Backup dancers. This nigga's crazy.
Yo,
yeah,
salute,
somebody said he posted a pic at the club that night.
I'm about to get up out of here, Tony.
All right,
salute.
I appreciate it, man.
You
Yes,
up here. Y'all fellas stay up.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
I'm just curious to see if Meek takes advantage of this publicity on any type of fronts and drop something or do something with it. You know
it doesn't help him. I don't see how it helps him. It helps 6ix9ine though.
Did he already drop? You said? Didn't he? Yeah, he did drop. Was that?
He already dropped that line.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Both of them capitalized.
He got a record that with Young Thug last week.
A lot
I think
more
it's called
going
That
on
Go.
than what we know.
And then didn't Dirk already say, or who the fuck said? I think it was Dirk that said that like supposedly Tekashi's team offered $1 million to beef with him or some shit like that. So we don't know if that was real.
I was about to say that. Like that's probably what he talked about.
I don't even know that. Like who knows?
And these cats behind the scenes just to like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let's beef real quick. Like you ain't really buzzing. We get your name back buzzing if you know what I mean. Take this $5 million, take this $2 million real quick, and let me just say a couple shit till you say your shit back, and then you know what I mean. We just stop talking about each other.
That dude
it's the internet, like,
right? That dude needs to get held accountable too. Who's that dude? Who's managing it? Something Grange.
He said
dude,
what?
like the son of the dude who owns Universal.
Oh, I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Eddie Grange or something like that.
There you go. I don't know what his name is, but that's the one who put my man.
Yeah, he need to get held accountable too, because all that nonsense. He was involved with a lot of nonsense. I remember when Shotty messed up the restaurant because he was in there trying to get rid of non-trade, but get 6ix9ine from them, like fully, like full ownership or whatever.
This Dirk don't. Dirk ain't true, but like what? Oh, hold on. What's going on?
I've seen that watched that Lakeith Stanfield movie. That shit fire.
What's going on, Shirai?
Man, what's crazy to me, you know how you had that segment like, do sneaker YouTubers influence the culture of like the sneaker game?
Yeah.
YouTube really influenced the culture of what niggas really think be going on in Chicago. And half of the shit that like you will see a video from a motherfucker in Oregon be talking about like gun situations, people getting killed. Like I know a lot of y'all. I'm from Chicago. Like I said, I've been here all my life. Half of the shit them niggas rap about, of course, y'all know phony. Of course, y'all hear about. You know how like once you become real popular, and we didn't popularize, like made that shit popular. This gang shit. So it's like now everybody just really urged for it. Even the rappers that came here, you know, they make it like if they ain't going against each other, we really don't want to hear shit they talking about. And it's like one of the things, like half of that shit do not go on here. Like the 6ix9ine situation. This the one who to blame for 6ix9ine whole thing is the dude that he sent to jail, because it's like Chicago ain't finna take no civilian kid just because he got a talent. The dude, what was his name? The leader of the Treyway Bloods.
He wasn't a leader, but he was like
it don't matter what he was, but it's like you like me. If I'm GD, I'm not gonna take a kid because he got a talent and infiltrate him in our gang and let him scream GD all across his music. We all bagging him up. And then and then I'm gonna expose this kid to me murdering motherfuckers, extorting people and all this. And then when it come for the feds come knocking, Tekashi 6ix9ine did what he was.
Okay, so
he's a fucking civilian.
So let me ask you one question. Let me ask you one question here with that. Okay, I fell down the Chirac rabbit hole within the past 3-6 months. Like I mean, I watched, man. I am all into that shit now. The whole history. I'm talking about from fucking 2009 to now. I know this person, this click with that click, this person killed that. It's crazy. It's a fucking. You can make a movie off this shit, a documentary off this shit.
That's fact.
Yeah. But what I want to ask you though, Shirai, isn't there? Yes, that's exactly. What I would say though, the difference between what I see with Chirac in New York, and even LA, I feel like with Chirac, there's not as much structure as there is with New York.
But let me tell you this. You say that, I bet you $1 million. It's a certain place in Atlanta that you know where niggas is real. Like, don't go over there fucking with them niggas.
Yeah.
Them niggas, I didn't heard the stories about Atlanta. I remember one time I saw a thing about some Atlanta housing projects that was up at one point in time where niggas was in there getting smoked every day. But the only thing that didn't happen, because everybody, if you from a different city, everybody got violence in their city.
Exactly.
But it just come to a fact where those rappers glorified it where y'all think is 10 times more than what it really is. It's like niggas is getting killed. That's facts. Like
Atlanta's
just
a
like
special
you know,
case, though.
niggas getting smoked in Atlanta. Shit,
Atlanta's a special case.
I'm gonna tell you, it ain't about, yes, the structure here kind of failed as far as game, because like I said, you got little kids out here.
That's what I'm saying.
Some of these kids think King Von was the leader of the BD.
Nah, man, Larry, who once Larry got locked up, it's
Larry Hoover.
like the thing is
between
with the thing.
Me and you, a lot of people don't know because that's the front name that y'all know. If you was from Chicago, you know it was people. That kept structure after Larry Hoover, but you wouldn't know about that because Larry Hoover is like the face. Like you know how it's like multiple people got a lot of positions that help people to get where they at, but you would never hear about them people because they is not the name.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying here, like when people be on here, like I never talk about New York City because I ain't live New York, and there's a lot of shit that go on in the structure of New York that if you don't got no knowledge, like I feel like people on YouTube, it'll be some motherfucking Oregon talking to like he really in Chicago, like this is the street that you should not want to go down. You turn right here. This is where Lil Reese and them be standing on the corner. It's like motherfucker, what the fuck is you talking about?
Nah, I feel you on that. But look, Shirai, like I was saying, so Highness, I know Larry was a GD, you got Davis Barksdale was the BD. They joined together, made the BD GD. And
no. First of all, it was GD's first. Gangsta Disciple was the first gang.
Wasn't it the Supreme Gangsters
Davis
though?
Barksdale broke off and made Black Gangsta Disciples. That's what BD's is.
Wasn't it? I thought it was the Supreme Gangsters though, and then it was the Black Disciples, and then they made the.
It's between me and you, Tony. It's a lot of gangs. It's Black Stones, BDs.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gangs. But it ain't about like when Larry left, this man been gone for forever. There was other people who felt that void. But what happens is what failed in Chicago is housing projects, Tony. It was like You would have to understand it to see it. It was like from 55th and State, which is 50. We're gonna say from 55th all the way to 26th Street in Chicago. There was buildings that was 16 stories high that hold over 1 million black people. So listen,
Yeah, I know
the
Calumets and all that. The Calumets, I heard about the Calumets.
Yeah, like hold on. If any of y'all was ever fans of The Wire, you remember that one scene where the top cop dude tried to push all the violence and let them sell drugs and it reduced the crime rate in the city. So when the projects was up, most of the violence in Chicago was held to them projects. But when you tear down, we talking about, when I say from 55th to 26th Street, that's almost damn near 30 blocks of buildings that was 16 stories high, full of black people. So when Mayor Daley decided to tear them down, that's how O Block came about. That's how FBG. Before it was either you was just GD or BD.
Yeah.
Now you got so many branched off gangs from real organizations, like you don't even know. That's just like Bloods in New York. You got Woes and you got Crips and you got 20 different motherfucking Crip gangs.
Yeah.
And it's like once before, it wasn't about when Larry went to jail, because everybody think, oh, the structure fell. No, nigga, the projects fell in Chicago, and all them gangs that was in those buildings, because it was like one thing for sure. If you was fucking around in the projects, if you lived in them buildings, wasn't nobody gonna fuck with you because you was bound to that project building. So if a nigga came and tried to do something, you had to fight that whole building. And now it's like all these gangs went to street corners. So then what started happening, you got O Block pop up. You got 600s come out of nowhere. And all these are gangs that was built by little kids at the time. But then, of course, everybody know the kid become a man eventually. So niggas like Chief Keef with Front Street and Lamb Run, that shit was just branched off them buildings falling. And once them buildings fell, it's like roaches spreading out everywhere. This our set now. You know, it was just like that.
Yeah.
And like I've been telling you,
it's hard to control it when it gets spread out like that.
Yes. When it was confined to that one area, it was like police wouldn't even go in that motherfucker. It'd be like just like that. We got a building right down the street from our crib. It's called the Rosenwall. That motherfucker was just like that movie New Jack City, where police wasn't even trying to go up in that motherfucker. It was built in the same structure. And like I be telling motherfuckers, it's like one of them things. Chicago is whatever you make it. It's not what you motherfuckers be. I got cousins that be like, man, y'all can't even walk down the street. Nigga, if you mind your fucking business, and y'all know this go for everywhere, you mind your business, you live everywhere.
When I have homegirls talking about something, I was in my hotel in downtown Chicago, and the dude just ran up on us and robbed us. Like,
between me and you, that can happen in New York.
Yeah, it happens.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't define that. Like I keep telling motherfuckers, that's like one of the things where they say you was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Let's put it this way, right? Let me put it this way, right? Growing up, as I got older, I was like, damn, like I always thought in my head, like Atlanta ain't no fucking bitch. Atlanta ain't no hoe, right? I fell into the Chirac thing, and I was like, damn, Atlanta. I think Atlanta is hard, but Chirac even crazier, right? I told my homeboy about that. I told my homeboy I fell in, and he's like, bro, Chirac is hard. Don't get me wrong, because he was born in Chicago but raised here. He said Atlanta, like Chirac is hard, but you know that the murder rate in Atlanta is bigger than Chicago. And then I looked and saw that, and I saw Atlanta was higher than Chicago. So I'm like, bro, like it's just going back and forth. Like I'm like, it can happen anywhere, like you said, basically. It don't matter where it is. Like I remember, like you said, Sherrod, you just said it can happen anywhere, bro. I did a Chicago sneaker con like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and it was on King Drive. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was at the King Drive
place. Yeah, probably more. Yeah, I don't know if that's in the hood, but I'm just saying like it's all around.
That's
like
not too far from it though.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like it's all how you represent, like the energy you kind of bring at the same time. I've had Harold's. Is Harold's Chicken right? Harold's Chicken is the big thing too, right? Isn't it Harold's? Yeah, I don't know what.
Between me and y'all though, the thing is about it is, like you just said, your representation is gonna be what you gonna get. Like y'all said about me, it's like I feel like Meek was a victim of social media, just like a lot of us. He was pressured into that shit because before Meek, it was somebody else talking shit to 6ix9ine, and Meek is one of them people to me where he feel like he gotta be on level with, if Dirk and them into it with this nigga, let me talk shit about him. You know how people branch off of that? Because I feel like there was never a time that I felt like 6ix9ine came at Meek. I feel like Meek disrespected him, and now you got, it's like when you disrespect me, now you got to do whatever I decide to do, you bring it on yourself. So but I feel like when that boy hopped out that car on him, and I don't care what nobody say, that go for me. If you pop up where I'm at, whether you a federal witness or with the police or whatever, we finna get it. Like, you ain't gonna disrespect my space because on some lame shit, because I feel like, of course, we don't take 6ix9ine serious, but once you step on my feet, nigga, you gonna know, like, this will be the last time I hop out on this nigga.
Right.
Oh,
And
matter
like
of
I
fact, I
said,
just remember who it was.
and it's like you want to act like you don't want to go to jail, because a lot of things Whack 100 do, I don't agree with, but what he said was fact. If that was DJ Academics or somebody, Meek had Benny Siegel knocked out. Remember when one of his homies knocked out Benny Siegel?
Yeah, oh, his cousin. That's his cousin.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it seemed
that
like
was
it's
his
cool.
cousin, Tiffy Bay.
I didn't like that though, because wasn't Benny dealing with the lung at that time and shit? That shit was weak to me. That was weak.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Benny
like
was dealing with
you
that
got
one
the
lung
energy
shit.
to do it when it's your people. But here, because one thing for sure, it ain't like Meek was by himself. My security guards, we'd have been like, whatever happened, because you know how police officers run them stories about, I want to make it home to my family. What needs to be sent out is y'all jeopardizing y'all life and being away from y'all family by protecting this nigga doing all this captain shit.
Those ain't his security guards though. Those is all his cousins. Literally his cousins, like his blood.
No, I'm
cousins.
not talking about Meek. I'm talking about.
Nah, you talking about Tekashi.
Oh, Tekashi. Okay.
Like I said, because I feel like because like one thing for sure, like, you know how he showed up at O Block in the wee hours of the morning. One thing I do know about Chicago niggas, if them O Block niggas was outside and Meek and them people pulled up, the police was gonna have to shoot it out with them. That's facts. That ain't no captain. I ain't finna lie, because one thing for sure, it's like you stepping on our turf, captain, and now you think you just gonna pull up out here and take some pictures. The police would have had a shootout with them.
God rest their soul, man. But that's what happened with King Von people. One of his homies got killed because he was protecting King Von, and the cop shot the guy protecting King Von.
But just like that King Von situation, it's like one of those things where I feel like what got King Von killed was like, I'm on a cloud. Von thought he was gonna whoop that boy ass, and him and his friends was gonna stump him out and be able to clown him on social media.
Yeah.
But what they didn't know, it was somebody that cared about that boy. And because, like I said, a lot of people, you know, I hate that happened to Von.
Yeah.
But in the same realm of it, it's like, you know, and I know everybody that watched that video, that boy was trying to come and talk to Von. And what happened was Von thought he was just gonna, like, little boy him, like beat his ass and whatever it was, because like I said, even his man that shot Von, I feel like he saved a lot of lives because he could have let loose on all their ass.
Yeah.
It's like he shot the threat and then he stopped shooting. But in the same realm, it's like, that's the problem with people. It's like, you can't pick and choose when you think you're going to be able to just do certain shit without no repercussions behind it.
Well, Von and Quando Rondo got into it for a while because I think that inherited
the
from
NBA.
No,
but what I'm telling you is that I know they've been into it. This all facts. But what I'm telling you is the way Quando Rondo approached Von by himself, with Von had all his people, that tell you that I'm finna try to holler at this nigga and see can we come to a whatever. Even though Quando Rondo don't got the right to pick and choose when he want to squash something, but I feel like Von actions got him killed. Because what if Von would have brought back Quando Rondo and been like, move out my face, get the fuck on.
He was on Demon Time.
If Von would have beat that
all the time, though.
If Von would have beat Von would have beat homie's ass, and then it would have went that just like that, Von would be on some extra shit now. Von is 6ix9ine. Von is 6ix9ine might be going at it right now. Like,
exactly.
That shit.
You know that shit to be what's name. Because everybody's trying to act like if these kids, it's like, I feel like not us, but social media then put these kids in a power that they ain't even about. these, you know, like they'll tell a story about how they did. Don't get me wrong, some of them is killers. The ones that the real killers is, you really don't know that they is who they are. But it's like the rapper get put on front.
Yeah.
Like it's like he got all them niggas back, all them Chi-Town niggas crazy and all this. But like I said, the same thing. Like I feel like if I go to Atlanta, just because I'm from Chicago, and that happens in some states, they be like, you know, I go to Kansas to see my cousin. They be like, oh shit, you from Chicago, and I be like, calm the fuck down. I ain't even one of them Chicago niggas, so you can, chill your, calm the fuck down. They ain't like that. But you know, a nigga like Von come to Atlanta, they already off that adrenaline, like Chicago niggas scary. So even Atlanta niggas, if they took offense of it, like, damn, these Chicago niggas ain't finna be coming this motherfucker pushing us around like this ain't our shit. But a Chicago nigga would do that. Like a Chicago nigga would see like Atlanta niggas get them a little nudge, and before you know it, Chicago niggas will be thinking they running Atlanta niggas.
So let's
Chicago's wild,
so
though.
Let me ask.
What'd you say, Tom?
I want to switch this shit because it was a topic I talked a little bit about. We got some people in the building. A lot of y'all from the NY, see NY hats. Mike Pena's in the building. I want to hear it. Let's hear this. Let's get straight to the nitty and gritty. I talked about it a little bit, but let's get to the nitty and gritty point of this, like to end this thing and get this thing real deep into it. What do you think 6ix9ine is gonna try Bobby Shmurda? Like, is it gonna happen?
No. Matter of fact, did anyone
no.
forget that he said when Bobby Shmurda come back, he gonna retire? Did a lot of people forget when he said that?
No.
He said that.
No, the Rainbow Dude is a groupie. Don't nobody even listen to that. Only people that listen to that dude over there is like kids. Internet kids.
Mike, hold on. But Mike, I feel what you're saying, Mike. But is the numbers gonna show that? Is the numbers gonna show that?
I don't know. I heard he had like 1 billion views on his first shit.
Yeah,
like,
he had like 24 million views in 6 hours.
Not one of them shit was for me or nobody I know.
Me neither.
I ain't hear nobody play none of that shit. This whole summer, no lie, I'm outside every day, break a day, all night, throwing bottles, yak shit like that, New York shit. Bro, niggas is playing Pop Smoke, Favi was popping, Favi was popping this summer. Chef G was popping this summer. Coach the Goat tried some shit coming at Pop Smoke that was popping this summer. It was a couple A Boogie, you know, they always on play that A Boogie shit.
Lil TJ.
What? Lil TJ shit.
Tone, back off what you were saying, Tone.
Niggas didn't play no goddamn none of that shit.
You don't think 6ix9ine gonna come?
radio
You don't think 6ix9ine gonna come out
That's
like
radio
hey,
music,
man,
I guess.
You don't think 6ix9ine gonna come out like, look, I just got this, and he gonna open it up. It's gonna be an NY chain with a crown on it. I'm the king of New York, nigga. Fuck you saying, boy?
If he do,
like
that's
some shit
all.
like
I
you
feel
don't
like
think
that's all cap, Joe. It's like I feel like
Bobby
at this
about
point
to
in
touch the
time,
bag.
but I don't. It's like I don't know about y'all, and it's no disrespect to Bobby Shmurda, but I feel like you know I was on Bobby Shmurda before he went to jail, but it's like I went deep into his music as maybe like a New York person, but I feel like I'm not expecting nothing atmosphere out of Bobby Shmurda because it was none atmosphere about his music to me except that one song. You know, anybody can make a hit for the summer. You know that shit a trend now. But it's like
he makes street. You gotta remember, he makes street music, bro. He not a radio artist. He's not
I'm getting that, and that's what I'm saying. That's what that might be.
But his shit gonna rock in the street though. They gonna play his shit.
Yeah, and
the club makes the records.
The club gonna play shit. That shit gonna be.
Hold on. But we can argue with that. I don't. We talked about that earlier today. I don't think that the clubs make shit hot. I feel like the internet.
Yeah, they do. Depending on what club you go to. If you go to a fire club that's well known, that got a staple.
LB, the internet make that shit.
Yeah, but
hot.
they gotta know the song first.
So look,
they gotta know the song first.
LB, let's put it this way. LB,
DJ Cool break records in club perfection.
Okay, but LB, let's put it. LB, hold on.
The street get the club songs.
Yeah,
the street make the club songs pop. If you ask me, like
okay, but let's put it. Let's put it
jacking it. The club's got a jack.
Okay, let's put it this way though. Let's put it this way, right? You got one night in New York, right? In a Saturday in New York. Think about how many clubs gonna play Pop Smoke. Dre, your shit got disconnected. I'll bring you back in. You got to connect it. It won't let me just get your shit right. But think about a night in New York on a Saturday and how many clubs is playing that shit. How many fucking Bobby Shmurda songs getting played? We could say it got spent 1 million times. What is that to compete with someone like a 6ix9ine who's getting 120 million fucking YouTube views and Spotify and all that?
He got that in it. I ain't gonna lie.
What I'm trying to say is like, that's why.
Welcome to the Party by Pop Smoke became a fire record because everybody was playing it in the clubs in New York. I never heard Welcome to the Party until I was like, what is this?
But LB,
I was on Rikers Island from the Joe Budden podcast. Then I heard it from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There you go. Somebody just said LB. I didn't hear about Pop Smoke from the club.
On Rikers Island, boy.
I didn't hear about Pop Smoke from a club.
I've been a fan of Pop Smoke.
You want to know who made it even bigger? Like Maul from the Joe. I don't know if y'all listen to the Joe Budden podcast. Maul played it, and I was like, "Dog, this dope."
Okay, but see, look, LB, that goes back to what I said. You
didn't. That's
hold
you,
on,
bro.
Hold on, because we are all talking. What I was gonna say, LB, what you just said. You heard Pop Smoke from social media. I heard
it from the club, but I probably wasn't paying attention. But then I really heard it from Joe Budden's
That's what I'm saying. So you don't. My thing is, I don't dictate whether you pop it or not from how you getting played in the streets. I'm dictating it as the internet because the internet is getting more plays than the streets at this point. A hood got what 1,000 people in it when the internet got millions, billions of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at the little nigga. What's his name? The CJ nigga. The Whoop-Dee. That shit was
Right.
popping. That shit was lit.
That's the
out here. And then I started seeing a bunch of TikTok shit. A whole bunch of I don't even got a TikTok account. But I'm seeing this shit. Like, all over the place on the gram. Like, I'm like, yo, this shit we be playing outside.
You just proved this point though.
Late night type shit.
You just proved this point though. It got played in the club, but it blew up through the internet.
Social media,
look, the labels.
That's what I'm saying.
Labels is not giving the DJs the records anymore.
Exactly.
They're not giving the DJs the records no more. They are putting it on the internet.
That's back to what I said earlier when I had Dell's on here. Back in the day, Dell's and any other DJ would dictate what's popping. Nowadays, DJs have to go with what's popping so they can continue. So they can continue their thing. If the DJs if the DJs ain't going with what's online, motherfuckers like, man, this DJ suck. He ain't playing. Like as a DJ, you not as a DJ, you ain't going through like what I want to pop tonight. A DJ, you on the internet on YouTube. A DJ on YouTube is going through YouTube videos like, man, what am I gonna play tonight at the club? Oh, this shit got 100. I'm gonna play this shit.
Right.
They not going through the catalog
like they not even chancing it.
Yeah.
They not even chancing it. Just playing. They got the club rocking.
I've seen like DJs.
That's the old school way. Like, say for instance, you a DJ and you got the crowd rocking. You gonna play some random ass song that nobody ever heard of before. You gonna slow the party down. Everybody gonna be looking around. They're not gonna just all together just agree that it's hot and then go out and tell other DJs that it's hot. No, bro, it's gonna be what's playing, what's streaming. All right, like Tone said, I'm gonna look like, damn, this shit is buzzing. This is the hottest shit being played right now. Let me go ahead and play this. Probably gonna get the party crazy, and then that's when everybody going, rock the party. But that's back in the day.
When the DJs
were saying, like it ain't like that.
I don't know if y'all go to the clubs and stuff and all like strip clubs or whatever. Like it's still like that now, but it's like they got a social media platform. So when they go live inside the club, you hear the records, and then those people on IG Live or whatever will be like, "Yo, what record is that?" Like,
but look,
and then
LB,
it spreads out like you got Mary J. Blige woo walking out here when Pop Smoke first came out. I was like,
but LB, that's the thing though. That's back to where we kind of said earlier.
But like, how is they getting their hands on the records? Is what I'm saying.
No, they hand like these rappers like they get
I ain't gonna lie. When
a lot of these clubs.
Welcome to the party. That's how they getting their hands. No bullshit. No bullshit. I was
that pussy popping on the
we got a donation. We got a donation real quick.
Bell's Recast was an
when that
actual
Welcome
DJ.
to the Party shit came out.
Hey, hold on real quick.
The CO bitches.
Hold on 1 second. We got a donation come through. I gotta read these things off real quick, man.
That pussy popping on a handstand.
$2 donation.
Bell's Recast was an actual DJ. Sheesh. Anything is possible, kids.
Salutes to motherfucking hold up for the $2 donation. Dels was a weak ass actual DJ. Sheesh. Anything is possible, kids. Anything. Yeah, Dels was that man back in the 2000s and shit.
Dels the GOAT.
All right, hold on, Mike. I'm unmuting you real quick. But back, one thing I want to say, LB, back to what you said though. The strip club, we kind of now going back into that real street shit type of era where a real nigga might be in the club and not allow a motherfucker to play that type of bullshit in the club. The internet, there's no rules here. You play some 6ix9ine in a strip club and you got real niggas in there, they might go up to the DJ booth like, man,
oh no,
turn that shit off.
I used to get a lot of play out in stars and stuff like that. That's a wrap. That was a wrap.
Because it's basically like the same thing I look at with DJs. They gotta follow that code too. Niggas will be you don't know. It's like I feel like ain't no DJ finna risk on playing 6ix9ine in no real ass club.
Spin King did it, and I think Spin King got jumped. I think Spin King or another DJ that was playing Cardi B while Nicki was there. That shit. Got her peoples to jump him or something like that because 50 talked about it. It was crazy, but
yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I get what you're saying, like, but I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these artists, shit, they'll put up on their Instagram like my video going on YouTube and my song finna drop. So it's like I do hear a lot of shit. Of course, I know like people I fuck with, might not be up to date with these kids. I'm still a Jay-Z Nas type motherfucker myself, but it's just like the way I look at it. All this shit I get on social media shit.
Even Yaya Mayweather, NBA YoungBoy baby moms, right?
Yeah.
She just put up a video. They was playing some King Vaughn in the background. She like, turn that shit off.
Back for Blood.
Got jacking. Yeah, she was talking crazy. Yeah, she was like, yo, turn that shit off. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Turn that shit off.
That's because of Dirk.
Shit off, like,
yeah,
like niggas don't want to hear like certain shit, bro. Like niggas, you not into like me. I don't want to hear none of that rainbow shit. And I'm not, it's just because, bro, that shit is corny to me. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit gonna blow my whole vibe. If we chilling and you put some of that shit on, bro.
Y'all knew what she was doing because first of all, that record by Pooh Shiesty and Dirk is fire.
Yeah, that's
her baby daddy's young boy. So
I ain't trying to. I can't say Dirk better than Young Boy. I don't know what that consists of because I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of Dirk to an extent. Like I ain't finna cap like Dirk the hottest motherfucker. What's his name? Because some of his shit be trash. But it's just like this day and age. When you in your mid-30s, we come from a music era that's totally different. Like I fuck with all music, but I tell people all the time, like, it's like I know I'm starting to get old with conversations like this. This music that's going on now, this shit like hit or miss to me. I was a CD buying motherfucker. Like I had a whole CD book. It's like I listened to AZ. It's like this shit go on now. It's like if the beat catchy and they got a decent little flow, I'll fuck with the song. But me going out like getting whole albums, I ain't gonna even lie. I can't never say I ain't never bought a Lil Durk album. Never. Like it's just like what be catchy and what be going on like that. Shit with him and Pooh Shiesty is fire. Like that ain't no cap shit. But in the same sense, it's like
now
this new generation shit, my little brothers don't be knowing about shit that I don't. It's like my little brothers don't want. It's like I remember one time when King Louis was popping in the city. It's like what my little brothers got me them to listen to King Louis music. And it's like one of them things, like sometimes that shit happen, but me, I don't be paying this new shit. Like, I ain't no old nigga hater where I'm hating on these new niggas, but a lot of this shit be trash. So,
I don't defend these little dudes because they can make good songs. It's like it depend on the vibe, but I be trying to tell like, dog, y'all can't. This is why they don't like the older dudes because y'all be trashing them all the time, like dog about everything, not just music, just everything, like society.
But see, you got to understand these kids, like a lot of first thing everybody say, y'all old niggas mad because we getting richer than y'all and faster, and we ain't gotta make albums. It's not that to me. It's like when your shit fire, I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck if you're 2 years old. It's what it is. But like I said, niggas get that mixed up. these kids are carrying themselves in totally different ways. Where they making it popular. Like if he ain't got two bodies under, we don't even respect the nigga.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's what I say. Like these kids get that misunderstanding. Like you hating on them because like me. Like I can't accept certain shit that one of my little cousins do. If my little cousin out here moving wrong, I'm not one of them cousins like, you all right, nigga, you getting money. No, nigga, you need to tune that shit up, nigga. I'm not agreeing with that shit. Cause I love you. Fuck all this other shit that you got these other niggas to pump your head up. I'm not finna pump your head up. You know this shit ain't gonna last too long. You do know that, right?
But
Some
you
niggas
know
will be
you can
like,
preach them all
40
that, but
getting
they're not
money,
gonna
leave
listen.
40
Well,
alone.
that
Man, fuck all that shit.
but not to stir off topic. And I don't know if y'all make content or not, but we kind of going off topic a little bit. But to bring it back to the course, that's like what Tone had asked the question. I don't know if it ever got answered, but I don't think that I don't think 6ix9ine and Bobby is going to do anything. If anything does happen, like you said earlier, I think that it's going to be money involved, so Bobby can get a little bit of money under his belt while he out. You know what I'm saying? If they do decide, it's going to be like maybe that one. It ain't going to never get nowhere. That man just did some time.
But Dre,
and even if 6ix9ine do throws a shot at him, he ain't gonna do shit.
But Dre, let me ask you, because I want you to keep going, but I want to cut you out because I want you to ask this in mid-question. Is it because you think 6ix9ine respects him, or just there's nothing to it? 6ix9ine can't get nothing out of it. He doesn't get no.
You don't want him with the GS9s or the
think-
Wolves.
I think 6ix9ine usually come at niggas that he. I think he usually go at niggas that he sees, hear, throw subliminals and stuff at him. Because be honest with you, a lot of these niggas, once he start ratting and shit like that, a lot of these niggas start saying wild shit. You don't think that he saw all of that? So if he do decide to troll you at some point in time, it might have been a time you said something about him. You tried to, clout chase or whatever like that. And he's going to try to hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? All right, talk that shit now. Talk that shit now. Or you a bitch. Or he going to find some dirt on you. He's going to troll you. Like, he's going to troll you. Like he said in his last video, keep my fucking name out of your mouth and I won't say shit about you.
Right. Bobby's impact is going to be so crazy. Like, mainly in New York. I don't know about everywhere else. Like, it's going to spread out, but in New York, the impact is going to be crazy because people are so tired of 6ix9ine. It was just an instant reaction of just like free Bobby, salute to Bobby. Like it was just like everybody that didn't even really listen to Bobby like that. People that like it was just off the reaction of 6ix9ine doing what he did. It was just an instant reaction.
So here goes the ender. Here goes my last piece of thing though, because I talked about this earlier. You can say what you just said, Dre, and I kind of agree with you. But Dre, don't the internet push the buttons here? Don't you think the internet would want to see that?
Yeah.
So won't the internet?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Roddy Rebel didn't say nothing to him.
Yeah,
like
but
Roddy Rebel.
but Roddy Rebel is Roddy Rebel, and Bobby Shmurda is Bobby Shmurda, and the internet controls the narratives here. The internet is like my man Zaya says. We watch Love and Hip Hop, and we sometimes would love to control it. But with the internet and with social media, we kind of control the show that's going on. You don't think that the internet somehow, some way, can start some bullshit up, or even put pressure on someone to ask?
But all I'm gonna say is, I don't believe Bobby Shmurda gonna do a song with 6ix9ine.
That's it. No, I don't think that neither. But what I'm saying is, it could be as simple like this. Bobby could be going IG live. What's good, y'all? Love y'all, man. And motherfuckers spamming, feature with 6ix9ine, and then Bobby could be like, man, I ain't fucking with a rat.
Fuck with 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with a rat. And then bam, that's it. That's all it takes. So that's what I'm trying to say is the internet controls this shit, bro. And it can be something very small like
You're
that.
right, Tony.
It ain't gotta be like Bobby don't gotta have no ill intentions, but he could say some shit like, man, I sit down now, real niggas stand up, real niggas be quiet, and then 6ix9ine can be like, real niggas be quiet.
Me and y'all, how y'all know Bobby Shmurda? I just feel like I'm gonna give it time, but I just feel like if Bobby Shmurda get asked about 6ix9ine, due to Bobby Shmurda got gang affiliation, I think he gonna say fuck that snitch ass nigga. Cause if I'm Bobby Shmurda, it's like I wouldn't get. I ain't trying to get mixed up, but if I do an interview and I'm about that street life and a motherfucker asks me, and like I be saying, you affiliate, like you a gangbanger, this was the rules you go by. And if this nigga, somebody asks me about him, I'm saying fuck him.
Yeah.
And that's just fact. Cause
Nah,
like I said,
not if you've been in jail, bro.
I think the
not
best
if you
thing.
got money and you've been in jail, you're not doing that.
If Bobby wants,
I feel like go ahead, Tony.
If Bobby wants that bullshit, then he can easily get it. But if Bobby don't want it and they ask anything about 6ix9ine, he could just be like, man, I ain't really
he can say that.
He can just brush it
but
off.
In the same mixed up, y'all know what the fans want Bobby Shmurda to say, because a lot of y'all talking in here, and I get what y'all saying. I know this man just did 7 years in prison, but a lot of times when you coming back into this dirty rap game, money is the motive. And a lot of them gonna do what fans want to hear. This is not what's gonna get you what you want. So that's why a lot of people like King Von, they resort to we kill niggas, we do this because they know that's what's gonna get them views and money. And what I'm saying to y'all, despite what y'all, I know y'all from New York, but what I'm saying is Bobby Shmurda is a gang affiliate, and it don't seem like he leaving the gang alone. And until I see that. So until this moment, I feel like he gonna say
the thing that's gonna set off Bobby. You're right, but the thing that's going to set off Bobby is that what he said about Pop. Now, Pop is not Gia's non-Crip, but he a Wu Crip, and they both rock with each other because you seen Pop with Bobby and Rowdy Rebel and all them. And I'm shocked they had when Rowdy got out, they took him straight to the studio that night. As soon as it's gonna be the same thing with Bobby on a bigger impact. And once you got, and then it's gonna be back to the Bobby and Rowdy GS9 stuff again. And then on top of that, you got the Woos and all that. So you're gonna see Fabio and all them do songs with them too. 6ix9ine
Rowdy got a song out. I forgot who was with. He got a song with somebody.
I don't
right
want.
now.
Yeah, Rowdy got a song with Nav.
Look. I ain't got no. I don't want I necessarily I'm not one. I don't want nobody to lose their life or go back to do anything stupid. So I'm all for that. But D Corleone said, bro, Bobby ain't get out of jail just to snitch on his man, just to ruin, and end up doing a song with a snitch. I feel you on that. And some people were also saying that. Some people are also saying
he's not finna do no song.
No. But listen, some people also said he already did a song with him, which I think he did do. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, the reason why I'm pressuring this question, the reason why I'm pressuring this so much, chat, is because you got two polar opposites: a nigga that snitched and a nigga that didn't, a nigga that did time and a nigga that didn't. That is bound to face that conversation is bound to happen, where someone asks Bobby, or something is going to happen where that conversation is going to happen. Two New York rappers, one snitched, one didn't. You're not going to be able to sit there and just ignore that, bro. Come on, there's no way to ignore that.
Between me and you, the way I look at that, what you just said is Tony, 6ix9ine is not a gang affiliate. A guy that had big ties in the street gang brung this man and let this man merch off his game. And that's why I say 6ix9ine, that dude, whatever that motherfucker, whoever that dude was, 6ix9ine guy was that fucked his baby mama and all that. He the one that put his gang in a bad situation. I don't know why people don't understand that. It's like if you decide to take on a little nigga that you like, this nigga sneaker gang crazy. I'm finna let this nigga be on my channel and all this. And then he come back, he get to a point where he feel like you disrespecting him and you doing something. And then he started going on YouTube fuck Tony D2 Wild. He ain't nobody, he ain't what y'all think he is. It's like you created that monster to let him infiltrate you. Yeah. So it's like you at fault for that. You took this nigga under your wing. You thought it was something. You was making money off him, and then he felt like you started stealing his money, trying to sleep with his baby mama, tried to kill him, and all type of shit happened with that. So it's like he wasn't never on YouTube. Didn't nobody never know who he was until he started fucking with you. And then it's like now he merching on your name. He throwing you under the bus, and it's like niggas on YouTube are like, Tony, that's your fault, Tony. You the one brought him to the table.
Yeah.
And that's what people are saying. It's like 6ix9ine was created by somebody that had a whole gang to at one point in time, them videos with them Treyway Bloods, nigga, it was 1 million of them in them videos. And you would have, if you didn't know no better, you would really thought 6ix9ine was a brand of blood. That nigga is not nobody's blood. And y'all know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he
Yeah, but
called one
that
of
was
them
them
street.
that was
He had
them
one
clout
dude to
chasing.
that Chief Keef at the
It was
W in
clout chasing.
Times Square. I was like, dog, like
I'm
what?
telling
It
you,
was clout chasing. That's all.
hey, dog, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
You know
certified
like I
cloud
know
chaser.
you can get your game sold for cheap, nigga. I know right now. This ain't nothing to say on live, but I'm just saying it. Y'all know y'all can get a game banger for $1,000 to kill a nigga, and you ain't even gotta know him. You be like, man, I heard you be doing this in the neighborhood. I'll pay you a G, and I can get you to do this.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. He sold
I don't
his
know
game
anybody
cheap.
like that, chat, but I mean, I'm saying I heard the stories with motherfuckers, you know, yeah. It like, bro, money's money where depending where you go, and it ain't, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I say that boy
Yeah,
got
but
these.
if it's
Go ahead, y'all got it.
no, I was about to say if it's a nigga that's a rapper getting money, he can go to DR, fall back, see the sunrise on the west side. He's not killing nobody, bro. He's not giving that all. If most you gonna see a rapper go to jail for selling drugs because they want more money to do that shit all over again, to see the sunrise on the east, bro, on the west, bro, with a parrot coming up to him. If it's a regular nigga inside the streets that ain't never been nowhere outside his county, bro, he gonna do whatever it takes to keep that light bill on, bro. He gonna do whatever it takes to keep that light bill on, and that's just facts.
And that's why I say I just feel like this whole
Facts.
6ix9ine thing. I feel like social media making this boy more than what he'll ever be. Because here we is, we all agree on this cash. We don't even know his music. It's like shit, he more popular for trolling now and snitching than he is for anything at this
I
point.
rocked with the music in the beginning, like
I
some
did
of
too.
it.
That first song that
Gummo, and all the song he had with Fetty Wap and A Boogie and those songs, like those songs was dope.
Yes,
but after he
I ain't
told,
gonna
I
cap
shut it
on
down.
that
I
either,
said,
but
"Nah, you done, my guy." I said, "You done."
yep. But it's like once that snitching shit came into effect, but I feel like it's too much getting pointed at him because he trolling. I feel like that manager dude is the real motherfucker that because if I'm ahead of a game and I let one of my secondary generals let a nigga in, like what's the name of our gang, but at the time we getting big money off this boy because they was eating off that 6ix9ine shit.
Yeah, they
And that's what I
kidnapped
said.
him
It's
because he
unfortunate.
wasn't paying them no more. They
Yes, but
kidnapped.
at the end
Remember
of it, it's like
Yo, you know who a perfect
shit,
I was about to say, you know who a perfect example of a nigga who realized like this shit ain't worth it? The nigga the baby was like one of the niggas who was really about that action. When he first got onto the scene, he got hot because he was talking that shit. He was living that shit. Niggas was pulling up on him. He was like, what up? You know what I'm saying? Once that nigga got his passport, once that nigga started getting money, once that nigga started dressing better, smelling better, that nigga started making different music. He started falling back. And he had a slip up. He was beating a nigga ass in the middle of the street. They caught that shit on camera. He almost caught a crazy charge. He paid that off. He said,
King Louis also. King Louis too. King Louis got
right,
shot.
but he paid that off.
Yeah, King Louis got
I mean,
shot.
I got a
shit
guilty
changed,
pleasure
just like
of
when
that. I got a guilty pleasure of that because I related to debate. Because I'm from New York, but I lived in Charlotte too. So I heard about the baby shooting in the Walmart on the west side.
Yeah.
And then that when he beat up that dude in Louis Vuitton store, that was in South Park Mall. So I was like, and then when he beat up the promoter dude, these promoters is dirty out
He
here.
just
And
beat up a dude
I had to
today
shake
for
down
his
the promoter
mansion.
too at one point, dog. So I understand where the baby was coming from.
But at the end of the day, you can't deny real people. Like it's like one of them things. I hate to say this, like a lot of these Chicago rappers is definitely soft. Like they going behind other people killers. But when you're a part of a gang, that's how we are this day. Like you might be the Bible reader of the gang, but we don't look at you as that. If you're a part of them O Block niggas, you O Block. So we look at it as we don't want to hear about you, the Bible or the pastor O Block. Nigga, you with them killers. So we gonna either respect you as an O Block or you gonna be like, we gonna kill you. And
But
that's why I tell
remember,
everybody.
you're 100% right. But
You
remember, right?
affiliated. And that's
Remember,
what I'm
right?
saying. It's just what it is. We don't look at it like that. We don't divide gangs in half. That's just like when y'all first thing y'all say when y'all come Chief Keef, Lil Durk, King Von, them are names y'all speak. You don't hear about none of the you don't even hear. You motherfuckers don't even remember Kanye West from Chicago. Sometimes I feel like it's like it don't matter no more. We don't want to hear that shit no more. What's pumping Chicago is these young rappers talking about killing each other, and that's it. Because I feel like at this point, have people be like, y'all need to stop saying Tuka, y'all need to do this. I just feel like for them to make money, these fans don't want to hear. They want to hear about Tuka. They want to hear about the disrespect because that's what led everybody to like this shit.
But like
That's,
a whole 5 minutes though,
what
like
do
a
you
whole
call it?
5-minute track talking about the same shit
Yeah,
though,
that's
bro.
basically
Like,
what do you
that's
call
all
it?
they talk about.
It's
But
drill
They talk
rap
between me
about
and
culture.
you,
nothing else.
It's
I feel
drill
like
rap
everybody
culture.
on
That's
here
what
at a
drill
certain
rap
level
is. Like,
of grown-ups is where they
That's
like,
literally all
that
them
shit
niggas.
don't make no sense.
At least the New York drill niggas, they talk about, they talk about, they get saucy with it. They talk
no,
about
yeah, they get
Like
saucy
foreign
with it, but
folly,
it's still
I feel
some
like,
Chicago
I feel
niggas,
like,
bro. All they talk about is that shit. Like,
yes,
bruh, for 20 minutes,
yes.
But listen though,
like
like when it
every
came to the
line
drill
though.
rappers in New York, like they get
Yeah.
saucy with it, but at the same time, it's
They
like
still
it's still
almost on the same
GDK.
shit.
Like
Yeah.
they'll like you hear Pop say GDK, Gangsta Disciple Killer. Like
Nah,
they'll hear him say
he talked that shit too. Everybody talk that shit, but you can mix it up a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but then
yeah,
you hear a lot of the young kids don't want to like you notice the views of the party records and like the records where they're dissing other drill rappers. Notice the view count.
Yes.
So the
Facts.
little
okay.
kids will be
It's
like,
different.
oh, I want to hear the
Right.
drill. Like,
I feel like
My man got a point.
I feel like I don't care what nobody say, and this my city, and I hate that it had to come like this because a lot of these kids, they ain't come through them Twister days, and like early music in Chicago where I feel like it was the street
Coke
shit,
pimp.
but it wasn't killing wasn't glorified. Like it's like
yeah.
now the music came. That's just like when Vaughn bought Folly the O Block and they did that song. That song was fire too. Can't deny it. But then you bring this man to Chicago, even though I know he got a GD beef in New York, he throwing down GD. So it's like to any GD out there, this nigga didn't disrespect the folks from Chicago now.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
you
like
talking about
he put
Fabio
himself in
when
a
he was like,
situation.
I got a gun where it's at is GDK on my back.
Yes, exactly. And it was funny. But it's like, it's funny to you, but to a GD in Chicago, now that nigga with Vaughn knew. And it might not even be that, but it's like this day and age, you pick to choose sides. If you do music with this motherfucker, we can't fuck with you, all because of gang shit. And it's like, at this point, like I be telling motherfuckers, it's like, these kids is different. Like they told them out. Like I said, Tony, when I was a kid in Chicago, fighting was like the most scariest thing you had to face. And like I said, it wasn't gonna get out to New York or nobody. You get your ass beat in Chicago right now. Goddamn it, it go from state to state. Your whole ass whooping on social media. So that's why I feel like now it's different. Like I ain't never known about no motherfucker get shot. I like you heard stories, but to see it firsthand, motherfucker get shot in the head. Social media didn't put this on these kids now. Well, you see a lot of shit. When we was coming up, you be like, man, you ain't never had to worry about a kid bringing a gun to school. It's like a lot of shit that I feel like these kids going through.
Shit,
that
nah,
we
where I'm
never
from,
did.
you had to worry about. We had metal detectors in my school, bro. You crazy? We had metal detectors in my school.
No,
for Tony,
I'm
though.
talking about.
Hey,
I'm talking about. Well, go ahead.
What's your question, Mike Rich?
My question is like a lot of these dudes we talking about right now, these niggas in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, because Atlanta is open as we know. I'm in Atlanta every other day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be there in 4 or 5 hours. The question is like, do you see the shit like increasing crime, the murder rate, shit like that? Because it's popping.
I'll tell you this. I'm not trying to talk like a big boy.
Yeah.
I know I'm not trying to talk like a big boy when I say this. Just take it for what it is. We all about hospitality. But once you start fucking with our own, that's when it's different. That's why you saw with King Von, that shit happened to a nigga that's from Georgia, from Savannah. So Chicago niggas can come to Atlanta.
From my city.
Chicago niggas can come and do what they want, and anybody can come to Atlanta and get it in. Like, we the city of making that new opportunity. But if you come in and disrespecting people that live there, then that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
I always thought of Atlanta because I'm 4 hours away from Atlanta. I'm in North Carolina now.
Yeah.
Like, I go to Atlanta from time to time, but I always thought that Southern hospitality stuff was nonsense. I was like, maybe it's like that with the older people.
Let's put it, LB.
With the younger people, hell no.
LB, let's put it this way, bro. Majority of the people that's from Atlanta ain't born in Atlanta.
Right.
I'm
Like,
not born in Atlanta. I was raised in Atlanta. Gucci man, he's from Alabama. He's Atlanta though. You don't know that. Fucking Kanye. Well, Kanye was born in Chicago. Was born in Atlanta, but raised in Chicago. My bad. But
Born in Atlanta.
Ludacris is born in Chicago, raised in Atlanta. Like it's so many
right.
people
Jeezy,
that
same thing. I
like.
think it's from Decatur, right?
Yeah, Jeezy's from Macon, but like you
Oh,
think of
okay.
Atlanta,
So it's
yeah.
Decatur.
So majority of people from a lot of people are not born in Atlanta. There's a lot of people born in Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of people make it out here, bro, and you'd be surprised that they might not was born here or they were born
But
out.
we know why everybody in Atlanta they
Yeah,
there for
ASAP Rocky
the
grew up in
music.
Atlanta half through his life,
Yeah.
like from Harlem to Atlanta, back and forth.
So what I'm trying to say is though, like, as far as crime, like, I in all honesty, that shit ain't motherfuckers coming here to get away from the crime rate. So I don't see that happening. But
Atlanta
if you
been
see,
wild. When you got
if you
water
see,
boy shooting, it's crazy though.
yeah, if you see motherfuckers like coming from a certain city or state coming to Atlanta to start trouble, motherfuckers in Atlanta in the hood ain't finna have that. Like shit gonna pop off them. But that ain't happening. So that's why
Well,
I don't see that as a problem.
I kind of disagree with that because I was a child, so like my early childhood. I grew up in Atlanta. I went to GA Town Elementary. I stayed in Misty Valley Projects. They tore them down. I lived right on top of Killer Mike. Like Killer Mike was a DJ before he started rapping. He was a DJ. I lived right on top of him. I saw people get their head blown off in my projects, bro. Like I know what people saying, like, the violence ain't down and
yeah,
stuff.
but Dre, but that's inner city shit. We're talking about. He's saying niggas from other places coming to Atlanta. That's what I'm talking about. Atlanta.
That's Atlanta.
Atlanta got. We
already crazy. We already got Atlanta, but Atlanta, Chicago, New York, and Detroit.
We already
that's
got our own shit. So that's already done. But what I'm saying, what he's saying is, since everybody's moving in, you got motherfuckers from New York moving, motherfuckers from Texas, motherfuckers from Chicago, whatever, Florida
Detroit,
moving. Is that gonna cause the murder rate to go up? Yes, it will. If motherfuckers from those places are trying to take, if Atlanta people feel like they're trying to take that spot, but like,
But I ain't gonna lie. Look what happened to y'all man, Foreign Folly. Shit, he had a shootout in Atlanta. And that's why I said it's like, I don't think nobody coming to the city to ever try to.
The same dude that went to the dude that went to O Block, right? Did you talk about the dude that? Then he?
No, I'm talking about the rapper from New York. That he had a shootout.
The 4 and 5-0, right?
Fabio Foreign.
Yeah, but he went to O Block. He went to Chicago and was chilling. He went to Atlanta. His whole shit got shot up.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I don't
like,
know what he was on though. I don't know.
That moved to Atlanta is there for music. It's not there to take over the city. But what I told you though, you know how that be. That go for New York or anywhere. When you looked at it as like your city is such this bad Western name and you come from there, somebody like King Von or any one of them, it's like they already feel like they unstoppable leaving their city.
Yeah.
So they come to Atlanta where you know how like people be like, man, these country niggas slow. I'm from the city. You know how niggas can. I keep on telling y'all, they don't think like us as grown folks. They think it's of like, nigga, these Atlanta niggas ain't shit. We'll take this shit. You know how they get that. Now. I don't think that's going on because I think a lot of them move to Atlanta. They running away from their own city. Shit.
Yeah, let's put it this way: when I'm born in LA, I've been living in Atlanta since I was 2 years old. Okay, so I don't even know. Right. Like I love LA, but all I know is Atlanta. But when I was going, every summer I went back to LA, and I'll be with my uncles and shit. They always be like, "Yo, what's up with D4L or with Gucci Mane?" They be asking. They always wanted to know what the fuck was going on. Like, yeah, I'm saying, like whatever I was. Like, when I came to Atlanta, when I come to LA, I was bringing some cool shit to them, like a new dance or some new style or something. You feel me? So it was respect to that. You know what I'm saying? So when motherfuckers come to us. Like when you got a Chicago nigga coming to Atlanta, we pay respect to that. Like, oh, we know when them boys in Chicago get down, so we got the respect.
And that's it.
But if it's overstepped, where it's like, nah, nigga, we do this bigger than y'all in Chicago. We come here to take. Then that's where the problem happen.
But Atlanta's wild. Like when you got dudes running down on dudes in the Apple Store in Lenox Mall with a Draco, it's getting like it's wild.
But it happened.
I know the nigga that I actually know the dude that had the Draco. I know that one. I actually know that.
Don't y'all feel like from Chicago to Atlanta
I know him.
to New York? That shit happened. Shit. I'm quite sure New York niggas got just as many as wild stories as we do. Shit. It happens.
But you don't ever see no Atlanta niggas going to New York and doing some crazy shit. Like, well, shit, one time you saw a motherfucking Trinidad James do some shit in New York and his ass was He got fucked. Like
no, we got him out of there.
he ain't never. But
he was
besides that, we ain't never seen like Atlanta. We don't do that shit, bro.
Nah.
Yeah. Because like I said,
yo,
New York kind of
Atlanta
different though. New York ain't friendly at all. Like New York is unfriendly.
What's up, Dre?
That's the myth
probably,
too. Like
New
I
York
don't know why
probably
we
like
get
the
that
most unfriendliest
reputation, like,
motherfucking place that I know of.
why do we get this reputation of like being unfriendly? I mean, like
I think
everybody
it's all about. I think it's
everybody on
about
top
how
of
you
each other, but
perceive.
at the same time, it's like we're not looking for like
I
no
honestly
situation.
feel like it's about like Sherrod says, how you perceive yourself. If I went to New York with myself on some smiles and what's good to New York people, they gonna be like, oh, you from Atlanta? That's what's, man, I fuck with Atlanta, man. I've been like I don't get that energy. I don't get like I never feel like a motherfucker from New York feel like I'm coming to take something from them. They, you know,
when I go to Atlanta,
never,
I'm thinking about women. I don't care about nothing.
Because so my brothers, they're my step brothers, but like they're my blood. Their father and my mother were together when I was 3 years old. They from Newburgh. They from upstate. So when they came down here to Atlanta in like '96, you know what I'm saying? They've been down here since then. Like they that's all they know now. Like, but like I'm saying, whenever they went back, like they never were like shunned or nothing. They same situation. Like bringing that Atlanta up, people are intrigued. It's kind of like, you know how like when you be like, you ever been with a friend or maybe a girl and they from a different ethnicity or culture, and
It's just how them New York
and they like to see you eating their food, or like people like that shit. Like they want to know about that different shit. So I think it's just about how you perceive yourself.
Right.
If you over here trying to like make it seem like you better or something, you automatically gonna be outcasted. But
yeah, and I feel the same.
Well, yeah, my family used to get on me about that.
Hey, I mean, I have met people from New York. You know, we didn't had conversation about how expensive it is. Chicago ain't expensive. You know, they be like, you know, Chicago a little more cleaner than New York with the same big city atmosphere. It's just like, I ain't capping on it, but I'm just saying, like, it's like the person in you, but when you a gangbanger, your mind is different. You touch down in Atlanta, y'all in the car. The first time you ride about some niggas that don't look right, the first thing a gangbanger nigga gonna be like, well, let these niggas start tripping around this beach. Y'all know how they go. It's the mindset. Like when we come to Atlanta, we're thinking about what we might eat, the nice things they got here. I want to go to Lennox Mall. Them niggas come to Atlanta like, I wish one of these motherfuckers would pop. You know, it's just the mindset. Shit.
That ain't the case all the time because a lot of street dudes, like, well, in New York specifically, there's a lot of street dudes that's like jokey and funny and all that. Like they care about like the finer stuff.
Right. Hey, look,
and it's like, and we're not on that time. But then but the young dudes is different, dog. They just, I don't know what they be caring. Like,
I'll flip it. I'll
Yo,
flip
young
it
boys be on
here.
drugs,
I'll flip it here. I'll flip it here. We almost at the 3 hour mark, so I'm about to end this off. But I'll flip it here. What the problem be, Shirai? It sometimes ain't always the motherfucker that's coming in the city. It's the people in the city too.
Yeah, that's true.
How you gonna feel? How you gonna feel if you a nigga that's been putting in work in your city and a nigga that come from out of town and he splurging on your shit? He getting all the bitches. Motherfuckers be hating that. Like it be motherfuckers in the city. Yeah. So you in a club, you throwing ones, but the nigga from New York got the next booth over. He's splashing on your ass.
I'm trying to network with homeboy. Like
I'm trying to network.
But that's where the ego come in. Yeah, the ego. Unfortunately, the ego don't work like that.
Hey Tony, I'm gonna say this before I leave. Y'all know it's pocket watches in all cities. So it ain't the only thing I'm saying to this whole thing is a lot of these cities is not different. It's just the one that's getting glorified on social media might be on ahead of might get talked about a little more, might get viewed a little more. But y'all know the same shit going on in hoods in Atlanta, go on in hoods in Chicago, New York. It's the same shit. It's just like I keep on telling people, if you're not a part of that, it's okay to just like what we doing now. Some street niggas be like, these lame ass niggas on here talking about other niggas. You know, like street niggas don't feel, like genuine about shit. It's like I gotta show these niggas who I am and what I'm about more so than like, man, I like sneakers. I like to talk about little shit. And it's just different now. And that's why I tell people like, they mindset, not all of them. I ain't trying to write everybody off in this shit, but majority of them mindset don't hit like us. What excite these little niggas is guns. Like I see that firsthand. Like I ain't never seen grown men like slobber over a gun. Then I have a lot of these Chicago niggas.
Yo,
and like I said, it's like that shit
yeah,
different.
love that shit.
Hell yeah, and that's why I be saying like, and you know in Atlanta it's the same thing. Niggas, what's the name over shit that you would be like, how in the fuck a nigga really that makes your day by thinking about harming somebody all day, or you can't even look at them or say nothing, and it's just different. Like I said. But it's in all cities. I'm just on here to let y'all know Chicago is not what them rappers make it to be, Joe. Trust me. You can walk through Old Block as long as the worst Chicago gangs is Mexican gangs. Because if you black, I don't give a fuck what you is, they gonna make you a gangbanger. You ain't walking in
we witnessed that during the remember the like the riots and all that was going on in June, that
they
GP
still on that
versus Latin
gangbanging shit. You
that
ain't
was going on in Chicago. We
but
seen
between me and y'all,
yeah.
As long as you ain't making no noise, them old block niggas can be standing out there. They not finna press you. As long as you ain't throwing up no gang signs, saying some shit to them, you can walk through old block all day long. But of course, somebody on the internet will make it seem like if you go through old block, you think people if that shit was that bad in old block, they'd have been called the National Guard, and people can't be hostage. And that's why I said they would have you
didn't they try? Didn't the mayor try?
Hell no, that shit wasn't true. They ain't never, because it ain't nobody getting
Nigga,
killed.
the army would take that whole shit out, bro. The army would light that shit the fuck up, bro. Come on now.
That's just like
the army would just go in there just.
Bro, we older. You gotta change your lane type shit. Like when we was younger, don't keep. I mean, me. I'm gonna say most of us keep it a buck. When I was younger, I used to be into all that shit too. All that, busting your gun and all that shit was cool. That shit was it. I got a bunch of felonies now, and I can't afford that shit. Like I get caught with a gun right now, it's quiet to me.
Yes,
it's quiet.
But that's growth,
all the way
though,
quiet.
my man. You grown now, and it's like everybody. Some of these little rappers might outgrow this shit. But like I said, but they ain't getting time to outgrow it.
Yeah.
You know, the older people
listen
to our music and be like, oh, they listen to these young kids listening to all this. What about Cool G rapping? Cool G and the gang, whatever the fuck, Cool rapping and Sugar Hill Gang and all this other shit. When we was listening to the same shit now. Like we hear what the young kids like, and it's like, yo, what the fuck is what is this shit? We don't get it because we ain't at that age no more. Like we were talking about earlier, like a lot of street niggas I know, bro. Like, bro, it comes a time where like that's not your lane no more. Like even if you keep trying to push that lane, that's not really your speed no more. Like you outgrew that shit, your body, like you getting older.
Right.
You ain't got it to keep running around constantly. Like you got kids now. You got shit, you got responsibilities and shit. Like you ain't got time to be sitting there worried about what some niggas said on the internet or what some niggas.
Right.
You ain't got time for all that shit. You trying to chase a bag, like you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to enjoy yourself. And that's what motherfuckers gotta like really like, a lot of the shit that be going on, it be like you said, it be with the younger dudes. And it's like, yo, like that shit been like that.
And that's facts, big homie. But it was nice talking to y'all.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody, man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead.
Tony.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. I appreciate it, Dre, Sherrod, LB, Mike Rich, Mike Pena. I appreciate y'all, brothers, man.
Wow, you ready? Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, yes, sir. All right, y'all.
Yeah, I'm good one, bro. You ready?
Sir. Yep. Yo, guys, we at the 3-hour mark. We had a long one today. I want to start doing some more lives, so I'm gonna try to get these things to drop a little bit more for y'all, man. Like maybe might go live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Around 6 o'clock. I want to make them a little bit shorter, maybe like an hour or two at the most. But if the topics get too good, if motherfuckers start talking too long, we gotta let it rock out. But you guys have been enjoying it. We've been hitting like 300, 400, 500. So like, why not? You feel me? Hit that fucking like button if you enjoyed the show. And we can keep leading this thing in, man. If you guys got any topics or anything, feel free to tweet me. Feel free to DM me in the Instagram and all that, man. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, man. And everybody who comes through. hit the like button, man. It's free, bro. It's free. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all appreciated the show, let me know down below in the comment section. If you're watching me on the playback, let me know that you made it to the very end, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And hopefully y'all are entertained. And we can keep this thing rolling, man. Like I said, I might go live tomorrow. If not, Kais is pulling up on Thursday. So maybe me and Kais could do a live. Shit, I'm gonna make Kais do a live with me on Thursday. We'll figure something out. We'll do some shit on Thursday. That one dude asked me how do I feel about selling out Kais. I don't know what the fuck he meant by that, but he disappeared. Maybe he can come pull up and ask me that question with Kais on the fucking on air live, so we can get some answers. I sold out Kais. I don't know, but yo, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, and we out, man. Peace. I need to eat. I'm starving like Marvin. I'm gonna freeze first and smile because it be ending like weird. 3, 2, 1, action.